we Al Hilal fans na enra omu edi Messi ni nti officiating no na enko in favor of Anas Antino mo dwapa na time be Ronaldo be pile bia no na Hilal fans na start chante Messi so dey here our Kessben so na half time Ronaldo bufu brutal attack match officials no call referees no ho ebufu mo kasa ke kan adwene chom say officiating no enko ye krenti half time na Ronaldo kokwa paya all toto ne nsa no nti match officials no and Ronaldo nia bre wo so power say ese munu be na mudi obon mu no mun come on to na mudi boni ye de mo ye ne de enye mumia wani na mundi boni nti enro bufu a na Ronaldo mu na ohwe our Kessben television so yanko PSG aso ye Achraf Hakimi Morocco ni na obo right back edema PSG ne contractor any PSG awon about 2026 nemo anam so ye integral or ye important to their course nti na person ne kasa na omoma no contract extension Luis Enrique aye manager ade ema PSG ojidi pass Achraf Hakimi it deserves a full Ballon d'Or no I was on insan etimi can because modern money there I was so ye papa on the adwin Luis Enrique say ohun a better fullback Africa a better footballer Tesha Achraf Hakimi Ballon d'Or Africa there no I was etimi call Eddie Emano yeah that's so our PSG ni Donnarumma Italian goalkeeper demo ema PSG wa granting intervedin komo pi na kakra yedi bana no pay Champions League no say PSG omo anje Champions League zanebom Donnarumma echiremu a wa settle ye pa PSG ne ma wa wo omo PSG Paris Chrome ho na bibia edidadin pa nti Champions League no omo obsessed some betimi age nemom ani kwan say away omo down omo enya ntoboase na omo nko no one match at a time omo ka say omo prom ho apre Champions League na ahwa na wait no e de omo ba form to omo nya ntoboase asen when na omo bono na omo dwene ho asen when omo bono na omo steps are omo be get close na Champions League no omo enso etimi age Yanko Italy, Antonio Conte, Napoli manager, and also game money Atlanta ebebono, Newcastle bia. And directly Atlanta na Champions League no Arsenal for Atlanta for ho juma nemom ama cheap ama fofofo edunti oya Napoli fan na Okasa League no Napoli for na dasro omo above Atlanta na Okasa game also Napoli for no share with Chiki Iza a very difficult into no room for complacency Newcastle omo directly Atlanta way and in sema Conte eri atudwa na Thiago Motta confirm enra I want to pre match conference say Juventus need to this match now Ebaso and then Douglas Luiz and Nico Gonzalez Sato Plus no ruled out Nico Gonzalez enya muscle injury and then match no on team embo enyo no nko Douglas Luiz so epra and also ruled out of a gamer omo enso ebo we and in summer Thiago Motta coach ede Emma Juventus ede atudwa Rafael Leao AC Milan boy no for the fourth time in 3 games na yatete say ene omo game omo ebebono Rafael Leao ebetra AC Milan omo darling boy no time will be omo bo game na omo de netete akire say atisen obesan so atran bench weekend way game omo enso ebo the relationship with head coach Paulo Fonseca and nye kra na unu sa former Man United striker Dwight York Dwight York na waka those days Man United 99 hey Champions League omo take last minute boss Samiko first by minute by 2 goals to 1 2 very late goals no not Dwight York now oye part of United on it and the Cole to York to Cole now Dwight York on my point in the head coach TNT national team Trinidad and Tobago ne krom national team afei na omoni adwuma no e ahye ne nsa enra na Michaelisian enya ne UEFA coaching certificate na obia ebo Michaelisian apostle kofompo kire say Black Stars no emena so say also Michaelisian ye man ebemban ye national team ti enra ne certificate opposed ye no na obia akwase a omo ebo Asian abaso say ball no wa advance ye pa the technical know-how no or the be and so etimi ede aka ho na yenwura am United omo ede 3 players din about na size 3 players no omo yimu baako as United player of the month a year October na size 3 players no Casemiro Alejandro Garnacho and Andre Onana. Remo any 3 players are Man United actually saw more about ebetimi afa United Player of the Month. And to abana why and I vote no ebeko Eddie Amanon ebe Casemiro, Garnacho, and answer Andre Onana. Ruben Amorim, Lisbon coach, no Enrada, wa confirm Sampa, season way, or catch team owner, say owner be kind of cry. Only the commercial we be in the last season with Lisbon, or be free or ampa. Now, or so check up so be boy contract no season way nanka wa join United then so at a point United catch and say take it or leave it either so be bass see and I say forget it if find a new coach no say oh any meba enti on the president ni Edin Krada da mo yen chen sama Ruben Amorim coach at Oba United no or the atuja.
I had a talk with the president Hugo Viana long before Viana left. And I said that whatever happened, this would be my last season with Sporting. The president is here, he can confirm that. The season started, we know that we started very well, and then this situation with Manchester United came. Manchester United appeared. They paid above the clause, the cancellation, the compensation clause, and the president defended the club's interest. I never discussed.
We and in summer Ruben Amorim at the Atuja one castle to why you were born into how or end up United na old church himself crap president of the club aware said we in the last season and quite we United about to know your home now say so start here Juma on Monday the 11th of November until Monday we end our trip so now Ruben Amorim ever started coaching job with Manchester United then first started discussing Jamie Carragher a former Liverpool defender former England I'm play and say the first 18 months and a bachelor how successful Amorim ebeye until Jamie Carragher say or a pundit or Kasai. Ti yebeti nsama Jamie Carragher ono so edi etudwa ewo hono mo na enye Jamie Carragher nko a enye Jamie Carragher na EPL managers no so akasa mo mienti nsama EPL managers no omo so di atudwa.
Amorim, we know that it's a big job for Manchester United, but they find themselves 14th in the Premier League table. That's very easily fixed because Manchester United should not be 14th in the table. They've probably got a squad that should be competing for the maybe just outside Champions League, but not a million miles away from that. You know, we look at the teams who are trying to qualify for that now in terms of maybe Aston Villa, Tottenham and Chelsea. They're not a million miles away, you know, if they get back to being organised, you know, right structure, belief in what the manager's trying to do. So I think the easy thing for Amorim is to make Manchester United competitive. Every manager since Sir Alex Ferguson, bar maybe David Moyes, but he was only in the job for just over 6 months, have made Manchester United competitive, whether that's with the league position or in terms of winning a trophy. The big step is the biggest step that we always found.
Welcome to United, to England.
We and someone Jamie Carragher Eddie Tuja. Now we enter Premier League managers na Pep Guardiola, Enzo Maresca, any other managers. I'm a coach na Aquaba to the Premier League.
And I congratulate him. And next Tuesday we face each other as a team 2 or 3 seasons ago in Champions League. So yeah, welcome.
All the best to him. And again, if the people in charge they took that decision, it's because they think it's the correct one. So all the best to him and all the best to Man United.
I only just heard that Ruben's been appointed. So. Yeah, he'll have his feet firmly under the desk by then, and looking forward to meeting him.
I know something about Ruben Amorim because we play sometimes in front, and I think he's doing very good work.
We are some of the Premier League managers. Yet to Unai Emery, yet to Ange Postecoglou, Enzo Maresca, and Afe Yenya Man United Pep Guardiola no Man City omboboko no coach nso akasai efa Ruben Amorim ko Liverpool aso say Federico Chiesa opra na yebisa coach Anaslo said that Ben and Chiesa eba yebenya no before international break na say debi play any prano enye easy sa enunti yebehu na just after international break no and Federico Chiesa Juventus player no wa join Liverpool no fans no best start say almost so join the game. He called Real Madrid as well. Yes, say Madrid are making another move for Leverkusen. More and I'm attention player no. Omania brew on her pass. Said yeah, Madrid advance here. Start here. 2-1 any foreign player nankasa ni agent astatian enso edin come out now yanko Real Madrid aswe Florentino Perez president of the club nani nje hawa Carlo Ancelotti manage Endrick any other gulen ojidi pass sam kwada we mu Madrid future okọ Barca and kwada no ana airball na so nim de ntia Carlo Ancelotti oni gidie other gulen mu untrusted Endrick kwada no potential ball no omo ball all time na omo nkyere niema mu Florentino Perez onye happy with how Carlo Ancelotti managing issues yet Vinicius Junior Man United so enya na omo epenti omo sign contract be 2026 no so I extended there ene na omo United as a club no ebeba se omo enya Vinicius omo enso epe Kylian Mbappe Classico no happen exactly a week today outside nko Nemam Classico no bana wie no onanga asa no so no ho ansa ankoye enunti this week training na Mbappe onye easy cra was step up in the game timo mo Kessben TV no kwa force anya de hia nie Classico na wasan ka we way training grounds football that ho defenders no way back no watwe no mo tackle Antonio Rudiger Edema Mbappe nyamenko a enti yebehwe Antonio Rudiger tackle na ode kwa Kylian Mbappe so no na enye easy kra nanka ebetimi epra no de wi a osi bie ne namum ede ema no na enye easy nti Kessben TV na mo amhwe no Rudiger ebeba mo hwe tackle no bie ne namu sa nyamenko anka enya Mbappe anka bana anka ye kansan foforo oholemo yanko Barca so ya Inigo Martinez say about Barca 2 seasons enie na trophies no onyam peja kesepa enti afuwe there is long overdue abroso so no as a defender Emma Barca or lifted a major silverware with the club because since when you season na Barca ebetimi are competing for all trophies omo and so April for yebisa Lamine Yamal say nyakopon em opportunity say one can create a perfect player and can player no ka qualities ben and ka obe possess and also the player no ka skills ka obe choose that of Neymar da Silva Jr. vision obe for that of Javi Hernandez finishing David Villa headers Suarez free kicks Leo Messi Enrique Dembele strength Zlatan and a mentality Messi way anyhow can go for money chance so on create on one perfect player denka obeye eno na unim say Lamine Yamal nentadia enoda omo edeba bonte no 304 polo shirt oversized no cost 59.99 euros enoda sold out into more Kessben TV no picture way atade a omo de babontin eno supporters need to go so they say Lamine Yamal on the face of Barca born on and off the foot bibia a peke ede ama boy no na Pau Kubasi Barca defender onu say Man City manager Pep Guardiola wa monitor boy ni brutal sa onyane next season pa ka obefa ne sa omesi akan emfa Man City omon football club no ene ana Barca Athletic eno Barca omo junior team no omo airball ankofak omo bog match na omo ene gymnastica ana Asia Ghanaian 2 players Abdulaziz and David Odro another na omo ye part of the squad omo back Ghana 2 weeks ago be finalize omo document na mamo kwan say some ye eligible and omo timi abo ade ama Barca Athletic eno Barca reserve side no David Odro and Abdulaziz formerly of Dreams and Accra Lions ye we show omo mienu the very best of luck na in the Premier League Chelsea and Man United Jadon Sancho oba me say sa game we ka a big opportunity say ko be facing the former club na so wakakupra anunti oyare match wey ontimi ensi akan Mikel Arteta Arsenal manager say ampa Tomiyasu onye fit enti match omo airbo this weekend game omo Newcastle airbo no Tomiyasu so entimi ensi akan Thomas Partey contract no running out na Partey contract na ewu no and Mikel Arteta say Partey age on the side Oya ko 31 na omo ne bekasa ama Thomas Partey contract no omo etimi aye ho bibi enso hono de ade wie major leagues no yenko Premier League no Manchester Outdoor enso so Newcastle any Arsenal for na Bournemouth any Manchester City any afe so Ipswich any Leicester ebeshia Liverpool Brighton Nottingham Forest any West Ham and no EPL fixtures no na Southampton any Everton na nyame adumo na Tottenham abo Aston Villa Manchester United any Chelsea ebeshia and no 3:30 Man City edikan Liverpool second third Arsenal Aston Villa fourth and Chelsea and so fifth na okoto ho na 18th Ipswich 19th 1-200 and Southampton etwato Erling Haaland and 11 goals in the Premier League yanto so enko France and Monaco any Angers drawn Lille and Lyon 1-1 and PSG Poland Brest Nice Saint-Etienne and Strasbourg na fi Ochina Toulouse and Rennes Auxerre and Rennes Le Havre and Montpellier Nantes and Olympique Marseille PSG edikan second Monaco third Lille and Olympique Marseille fourth honomo na Bacola ashe 8 goals of French Ligue 1 yanko Italy and Ochina and Monday games baso and Bologna and Lecce Udinese Juve Monza and AC Milan na Napoli Atalanta Ochina Torino ni Fiorentina Verona and Roma Inter and Venezia na Empoli atwen Como Parma and Genoa Lazio ni Cagliari Napoli edikan Inter second Atlanta na third Juventus sixth Italy omo table no so na yentoa so enwuramu Spain enwada Osasuna Enwa Alaves Esheba Mallorca omo entimi ante Spanish league ni mu na fei ene Osasuna Rayo Vallecano Girona ene Leganés Valencia and the Madrid match near postponed Villarreal and the Rayo match so postponed Ochina Atletico and the Las Palmas na fe Barca and the Espanyol and so Barca edikan Real Madrid na second Spain omo table no so and Germany Leverkusen and Stuttgart goalless and Bayern Munich and Union Berlin na Frankfurt and Bochum so Dortmund ebesha IB Leipzig German Bundesliga na table no Stuttgart at 7th the other first Bayern Munich IB Leipzig second Leverkusen third and Union Berlin and so fourth Godfather Wadaroma kwa 4 close some way so and yejina na yediesi
Montana de Tony
award winner
yemfesia na yentwaso na amanfo enso emetwaso emayen Kessben television Kessben 3.3 Kessben 92.9 Accra afi mu amoshe DSTV channel no 364 Go TV channel no 121 na unsa ebekayen 05515 99933 05515 99933 and WhatsApp messages you be no videos no 0244 263902 0244 263902 the far 0593 0593 030110 ehonso ebetimi afano 0593 930110 nina na befa WhatsApp videos no na ememenda enti dumi no kan na epejemu ama breaking news abidafo enso aba na omo aba betrase messages no eba kankra eba na aya na maye ntientie mehu na ewa na metwam na mekode etia kakra. Welcome to Manchester United, the best club in the world. Ruben Amorim and good luck Kwame Walcott, Santasi news site and ebiewe mu kama pa abreye anopei. Joe, good morning. My name is Ima Kotoko at Hamburg. Greetings to my friend Abbas. Really, Kumasi Santi Kotoko disappointed me in their game against Legon Cities. a club that every club in Ghana is taking 3 points from so easily. Okay, and Tina free Germany, Hamburg, and so by and no kudos to why I want Andy Kemp's thoughts on how Anslot has been able to make Gravenberg a normal midfielder playing day in, day out. What is the magic behind this current Liverpool? Because their second half against Arsenal was wonderful. Kudos to Samatex, Ghana's Newcastle, for scoring Accra Lions yesterday. Okay, Entina and also I don't know. Therefore, Transina fee enche omo abiebiem na mididwa enso krankra efa ho. Joe, the Ballon d'Or and FIFA's Best Player Award, which one is a greater? Okay, for a football player to receive in his football career, YRC Focus, Achim Nkronso in the Eastern region. Una di way abreme. Andy,
you know,
maybe ndako asamba betwe. Emma be mo a komse dumi no bebo na final whistle dumi de no dey aba ewe. And he matches ahodo any club issues near the young pick and cry. Na what's your say?
Oh, you know, not so much the other leagues. I think say measure say from the Premier League.
Okay.
Premier League.
Mind you, Enran so man for questions, more answer could do, baby.
Yes.
Franco Naro especially. Need the no I'm one touch cry.
Yes.
Into and then Rebema, I say your picky areas,
Yes.
Now they come foreign stories, and so on.
I'm say yeah, bujinum nana. Nanata tornado na Sunday.
Nana Tornado.
And send the message we ba say.
Yeah, Nana Tornado message,
Say,
okay, now if branch now they buy say club obetua the players kayi ana sika be pie mu ana free GFA nemom clubs nankasa president no Mensa no yes
good
e buy no call Madrid ni Barcelona na ade enye FAs no ene ma omo sika e run omo clubs no de no ba eduru a obetechiri mo de.
But first of all, Obian kan ohada say GFA president and then go class momentum players. The discussion was not about that.
So no more TV rights, some clubs in yes, TV rights, yes, players in the car. So what can first
yes, standing on expanding about making the league lucrative. It you know how they say Yakoba, Mammy for Yakoba. So Joe, one big game na ekoso ne na MPP no ade aya na high investors no early kickoff. And then game back where Basso was in James Park no Newcastle United versus Arsenal. And then that Arsenal for ebetimi a Chelsea league no omo beko so a compete and asa feed your mu ntem because between them and Manchester City 5 points. Na Pep take lead na on fa ba no nto e na watimi kura ba beji afri nsem ana wafa se odi kobi enti and then Arsenal St James at the last time kopie mu ho in the league no Anthony Gordon 1-0 no entimi am survival enti said then Arsenal ankoye na City timi hye of vitality na extension no 8 it will be very tough. Newcastle United are blow hot and cold this season in the EPL, but at least omo victories bia se nipa bebre expect so omo benya ya omo timina omo game omo boy against Manchester City consistently close to all the spaces were actually close to the midfield of Manchester City into a game na game here 1-1 she against Chelsea at the Stamford Bridge just last week she Chelsea taking first goal Alexander Isak back Chelsea benya second goal enna Alexander Isak krona atwe Robert Sanchez enna che Jobolo bi enim so obebo ache no antimi amanche enna game no ended 2-1 after the 2-1 enna omne Chelsea san be share o EFL nim it was another time for Newcastle United to punish Chelsea enna omo timi share Chelsea eji omo free the EFL Cup enti o hwe Newcastle United team na nsen so omo the big teams na ba omo etimebo. Luckily for them, omo players na omo de body bi manya rest. na omo di bi mu so rama omo timbobo niye nti hwa abrante ye fe no Livramento a obo the right side hwe Louis Saul from the left side omo mfimfin Lord Kelly board the last time Emerald Craft is still there Fabian Shea oho Danny Ben oho baby omo ye hunu ye the midfield three of Bruno G Sandro Tonelli and then abrante fe ni Joe Litton and then Anthony Gordon Alexander Isak and the coach rotate between Harvey Barnes and then Abrantia your friend Jacob Murphy or rotate between them into Miguel Amorim the previous seasons on and for the right side this season onyane sa because of the form into second na dia team into we did the 4-3-3 mpempi na coach friend Eddie Howe Eddie Irem injuries Arsenal pa you know injuries Arsenal into enable say Gabriel Epra Echinabo se Calafiori epra, Echinabo se Juliet Timbers epra, Echinabo se Ben White into epra. But in this game, this is Gabriel the Omomane late fitness test or pass and sign of Timiabo. Into Yakasa, Omobepa Benya Ben White on the right, Juliet Timbers on the left, the two center back pen Beba Beye, William Saliba will be back, not Jacob Kobo Ababe Peno, was centrally, a midfield of Thomas Tepati, and then Abrante Feno Declan Rice. Miguel Merino is still there. Bukayo Saka, Leandro Trossard, Gabriel Martinelli, and Kai Havertz. Almost Beko in a 4-3-3, in a variation of a 4-2-3-1. And the team friend Arsenal at the Rome Newcastle. Adia Bakwa, not previously Newcastle wa. This is in Omunino, Omo defensive shape. How Umbesia closely, normal Makwama opponent intimidation goes in Tiamo. She came on boy against Brighton. She came on boy against Chelsea. Inti Omo Eddie Howe used to be more conservative, but this is because of injuries and it's Omo the young guys an opportunity because current Trippier I am ready. Inti Boltman on and off. Inti Ahmodina no the defending you. Inti ya ne kwai them and with a flexible Arsenal attack, Omo team at Trossard is playing very well. Kai Havertz Eddie Gusu share the goals no. Martinelli after the drought now back and he's scoring and an assisting. And those are the areas obe expect to say team your friend Newcastle United some person almost stay in the game say to beat prevent Arsenal. When you game Arsenal be bo because omunya draw and as omo ntimi win the game na e be tough for a team your friend Arsenal. Inti Arsenal be call all out for this particular game and Newcastle United as in James said you so show omo games no omo bona eya na edin so obekọ akọsha obo nti ene ebehwe Arsenal team obi eji omo edi se omo person omo G League no as against Newcastle United omo so blow hot and cold at the St James Park Arsenal team step up agino obo betimi awene but for me I will go in double chance for Arsenal whether win or draw for a team friend Arsenal
against Newcastle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
I was in James. Yes. But your match near 12:30.
Yes.
And now with this Suntino, wow, Arsenal, Newcastle game, maybe I don't know. 12:30. I was in James.
Okay. Man City a room vitality against Bournemouth. Now Bournemouth and so akwakoye side teams na obe right or off. By emfa game no hyehyɛ no. Na o attack no ye adwuma. The likes of Justin Kluivert, Mavropanos, Ofo Obi to say Evan Nelson. These are the guys and Lewis Cook, Ryan Christie in midfield. Those are the guys Obetimi I watch out for them. But omonye careful because Manchester City eba with Erling Haaland the games now boning na or tries Obetimi Ashigo. One player on Erling Haaland appear very well in attack this season. Abrante Fene Savino, but injuries in so has Savino. Enti Obano Obebo kakra no plano oko. It looks as if Ontimin containing the intensity of the Premier League because on the game only are more technical and a baby or pesaya or trick etc. You know about the Spanish Liga no. Intiana man or bre. But with the back line of Bournemouth, Zabani and those guys and said you prove enough. So omo guys omo betimi stop Manchester City and with the City form so who expect say Neema beji agua I don't think vitality is the place omo betimi akwa so me come Manchester City win against Bournemouth. Now said you Liverpool versus Brighton. So okay Liverpool ye fairly omo boy ya omo Brighton boy Brighton so one team omo so to say de no na ye ka Ghanaian coaches na wo ka say omo tonton players no sa na omo de na ye consistently change the face of their team and the engine of their team. This into no way apart from their backline. Team agina muache into say Tarek Lamteo, say Joel Vortmano, Pervis Estupinan, say Omaka Kofa Brantefen, Igo, and so Ababekan, William Igo, and will be to Seven Heck, midfield, Carlos Belaba. Se onunkwa na Ababekan no the previous midfielders Pascal Gross ko, McAllister ko, Moise Casedo ko, Metoma any form to say the candidate no. Yakubu maintain team and maintain the position on the right. One player, João Pedro, had been on and off because of injuries. Ivan Ferguson, with a high panedi na chia no bia wo say, at least he could bet me a team, you know, and cut said the tiana. Enti Dan Woberg na nka obi abeka say, waboache enti nkanini no, still around the cra a bright team ni ma omudi Rome against Liverpool. Said the Liverpool so one teamer, Shaomo against Arsenal, Shaomo against Brighton, and in the midweek almost Brighton. This is Anfield. Mo Salah still have form ni wo ho. Diego Jota, Luis Diaz started but also on and off. Said you mention how make Liverpool win against Brighton. Now the big game. Manchester United versus Chelsea. Said you the last time Chelsea etimiko winning Old Trafford no was Abra na Rafael Benitez. Coach Chelsea boboku no. And obi oka that year no Chelsea winning the Europa Cup against Benfica. And on the timer na Rafael Benitez coach Chelsea omuru Old Trafford share Man United. So we had a squad list of players Chelsea di ko ruamu sa time na. The only one player na so far Obekaso Odasusi Akan, and he was very, very young. Nathan Aki of Manchester City. So offer Peter Cech, offer Branislav Ivanovic, offer Ashley Cole, Obefa John Terry, offer Ramirez Santos. Now the Barbia BC Fernando Torres, Eddie BC Animua, Sam Rantin in Adina, Obia, the Sona Bewia, and Obi a different profession within the game, Eddie Bimusu Tifia, almost Edinomo. Into Chelsea chances of beating Man United at Old Trafford no eyada elfem. We are no about share two teams no. Enzo Maresca bon modern no be a bonabaso. In the fifth position or that. Now the compare Manchester United at that 14th fa. Who say mu ye? But Genoa of the two teams, so far Chelsea. Enzo Maresca games are bonina. Games are losing games are big games. Into Shaomo against Liverpool. Obia ka say Chelsea ayade by we no more lose by 2-1. Shaomo against Manchester City. Obia ka say Chelsea ayade by we no. Net team aye friend Chelsea lose by 2-1 sir. Enti Enzo Maresca djuma oye no. Genoa he's doing well but until say ono so betimi step up against the big teams no. Say Joe adwuma no ebekọ akoye ti say de na Pochettino na. Asema e wo ho ne say Chelsea fans previously are raising concerns about the performance of Enzo Fernandez. Na nipa bebrebe aka say yem bench no. Enzo Maresca ba be say adwuma in the last few games. Na wa kire mu say onya Romeo Lavia na so onya Casedo. The physical side of the game no eya na Chelsea timi bonye. The good thing for them they say so Romeo Lavia apart from say attacking or quick eche Enzo no ball ni sa bedini ho a the Enzo ni mi ya range of pass and midfield dominance no Romeo Lavia edim ye and obi a obo Southampton ade no obviously a Southampton midfielder will have those attributes entiene coach ne prefer or no so they ne be pair more Casedo in midfield than Enzo Fernandez and who are Chelsea against Newcastle United no Enzo Fernandez a bad game ni ma Genoa no be expecting ko betimi aye bibi no game no wantimi amo into the chances of coming back down no aye den for Enzo Fernandez into coach no the pivot no was settled with the two players no ahead of the game against Manchester United. So we Man United in so a said you almost game so ma bo nyina no hwe omo against Tottenham Hotspur omo conceded 3 goals against Liverpool omo conceded 3 goals and so two big games omo so aba nka wo expect so omo betimi aye bibi no ni nyina so anko yi amfa momo so two teams omo shia omo nya de when it come to the big games now the na Man United hopeful say this particular game on betimi aye bibi in the midweek at the EFL coach ya friend Eric Ten Hag after the West Ham game adwada no e na ba so omoja opening ne kwan na United fans bebrebe e happy because abenedi omadi your coach insa no na obia pese okọ e na omde team na ma Ruben Van Nistelrooy say in the meantime ono no nfa team no mfa nya adwuma Sejo Ruben Van Nistelrooy ebo against Leicester City na o chef goals Manchester United ya on kai the last time United ebo game omutimi share 5 na we no free wa you look at the performance level of the individual players na ball game no hwe Casemiro hwe Manuel Ugarte hwe Marcus Rashford hwe Abrante friend Garnacho hwe performance omodema and these were players and I question coach and say wakoto players baby the only player what me already discover the form this season Andre Onana errors than last season no Mama United considering I say wajai the level of confidence na no be any say or did that problem no say abaso but other players are bebo my team na ko yinen general team member me ditum say let's stand for full strength in the boy but what share Manchester United be any say even against a lower table team say team no need form United na ba obre enti a game boy no be who say yi yam no boy look at the goal Casemiro scored cracker enti likely say coach your friend Ruben Van Nistelrooy proud to this particular game will also settle for the midfield two of Abrante friend Casemiro and Ugarte. It's a Christian Eriksen will not come back. Now you know the field of play. You hear the two teams will be at the bed and the baby will be a hot in war. So for Man United, Mazraoui is not likely to come back because coach now settle on Lisandro Martinez on the left, and Dalu Beko right. Central defensive pair of Lindelof and then Abrante your friend Matia delete. Midfield medical Casemiro Manuel Ugarte. Now, o share their trainer Bruno Fernandes, she go no share against Leicester City. A quite of far so Domi keeper no trade ball no kobo say. Garnacho is playing well and Rashford. Now what Rasmus Holland win your match am yes so coach in the best start Joshua Zirkzee no. He looks more of a musician than a player. Many also best starting in this particular game. Now Chelsea changes a bebe my Romeo Lavaya no Chelsea back near settle and it'll be all share James the last game of Bayern said you because our bubble 6 months form of the buy against Malo Gusto a defensive pair of Fofana and then Levi-Cohen is playing very well and Sergio Madueke Kopama and then Pedro Neto is likely to start Jadon Sancho there the fitness level no of him and then Nicolas Jackson. Sejo, only Chelsea bar the first area was to make sure say o best stop no Abrante friend Kupama. It is Manuel Ugarte or Casemiro Nebebo say so pick the spot of Kupama because Chelsea team not attacking playing now on a game so ocean the pass or them against Newcastle United. Anyhow, Sambe far second ball ne finish ya Chelsea or a player said you ni more de bon a wasro. Man United stop Garnacho, stop Rashford, and you are good to go. That is the area, Sejo. May expect the coaches to me as strengthen. Chelsea, every new Old Trafford that check, and you know I'm who says I bet to us. A game will be a better because will be a defense then yet. But you know, I make a double chance for Manchester
United. I'm ready to didn't mean pick from other centers. No. Now, also Aston Villa, what was your Tottenham?
Durando.
I was Tottenham Stadium Hall. No. Aston Villa, mind you.
Yes.
I'm top 4.
Yes.
18 points.
Yes. But Tottenham
was 8th with 13 points.
Yes. Okay, performance. Aston Villa has been consistent this time. Now John Duran ne Oli Watkins. So you know in the Premier League, I don't remember the last time you a super sub at said John Duran Dema Aston Villa no. Aston Villa team there be a consistency. Omu ye team omu players omu maintain omu backline na che. So offer as the reconcile, offer Diego Carlos, offer Pau Torres, offer Lucas Dean. Midfield ni papa akopen Efremi Douglas Luiz or Juventus. And omu kofa Onana Belgium international from Aston Villa beka ho. The last game on boy me who omu former omu captain Magdin I'm say wow me who na che. You know he's still there. You tell my Leon Bailey, Oli Watkins, Mark Rogers, into omo players ni nyina ho. Tottenham was per dey be boost omo confidence no a game no omo boy against Manchester City. And said you Almost so bad when it comes to big games. She game omo lose to Arsenal. Look at the performance on putting up. She game omo boy against Manchester United and the game against a team I friend Manchester City in the midweek. Aston Villa and so your team back one. Oh no, omo buy and spaces them because Ebrebiano they also love so omo be play omo be team a crab ball no omo ball. And then the lies are there the lies of the Jan Kulusevski, of James Madison. And Timo Werner and only idea omope Dominic Solanke ni idea omope and Pape Matar is back Bissouma is back into na more midfield net me I say you know a game also be a team pay but a game that will go in for Tottenham Hotspur as favorite but a both team to score.
Okay, say other areas no the matches no kiti bia.
AC Milan will beat Monza. AC Milan.
Okay.
You know, I always said
all right. Nobody discuss AC Milan the Monza. Okay, all right. Young Time Nisha. About investors no.
He was only giving the score line.
Okay, the my score lines now.
AC Milan will beat Monza.
Okay.
Barcelona will beat RCD Espanyol. On Besha on Juventus versus Udinese at the Dacia Arena. Before when some blue hot and cold, but Syria no more okay.
Okay.
You know, may call for both teams to score in that particular game. You know, I know.
Okay. Say others in the amount for now bit many score lines in easily. Franco Naro. My way na before some about hono many week a crabbing film. Julian Caesar enya emfa okay no can echo asemba sisi no a free ho e de amayen. Zekov Mohammed say they are nra semi you better cement chakra hato folk. Hey. Good morning. Eva, yesterday night was one of my best nights in the year 2024. Congratulations to Coach Ouattara and his boys for that important win against Midiema. Phobia is forever and we never say die. Wow. Hato folk 2. Midiema 0. Remember, na sa game no your home and some so ekaye papa. All right, Mami Kwalaji Mama Sale, if you want to band the line, and the way Abraya and Joe Ketokreku, the president of the Ghana Football Association, promised to give buses to some teams upon some achievements. The champions of the various zones of Division 1 League and some others were part of the teams to benefit from the promise. Wenchi Young Apostles FC is a worthy and valid candidate for one of the buses, and we're looking forward to it. I remember seeing a post on the Facebook page of Keto Kreku announcing the arrival of some of the buses long before the 2024-2025 season got underway. And the season is nearing 10 games. Boss, please, can you get a word or two from either those around Kurt or himself relative to why the teams are yet to have the promised buses? Remember, promises are supposed to be kept. Just asking for the teams in need. Okay, please follow up on this for us. Alhaji Mama Salia, Director of Communications, Wenchi Young Apostles, and also Musa Ketokreku Emano. Sir Franco Naro.
Yeah, General. I think so the first game at lunchtime, that is 12:30. And the UK no almost time na Santi, almost free British summer time minimum any time na be pay. So lunchtime games, previously na 11:30, this time around it's 12:30. I think that there is a tricky encounter. Team Newcastle United versus Arsenal. Bejitum said Newcastle is blowing hot and cold, like Ombema performance in Adechana Asai BB or Honum. Against Arsenal is going to be a difficult game. The good news for Arsenal fans and is at least Omonya some of the few players from injury and a suspension are back, so they are likely to get a formidable usual back four. Now Thomas Partey are commit for that compare with a Declan Rice. I'm hoping with the return of Saliba and Julian Timber is also available. Ben White is available. So obviously you expect Gabriel and Saliba to form their two center back pair. Now when you're Ben White and Julian Timber or of course, if you have Declan Rice party, I think Arsenal is going with a full force. So Bukayo Saka, Martinelli, and Trossard, and of course Havertz. I think they are going with a full squad. So injuries issues, yes, they still have some injuries, especially to their captain Martin Odegaard. But I don't think so with this starting 11. Ube to me they blame Ashe injuries. So why we need this game? It looks so tough for Arsenal. I remember last season Arsenal could lose this game. It was St. James, and for me going into this game, looking at the recent performance of Arsenal and Newcastle, I think Newcastle is a slight favourite over Arsenal. Arsenal based in this game, especially in line time, for me is going to be a draw. Obviously the biggest game is the one happening at Old Trafford. Man United versus Chelsea, what we call the new coach bounce. I don't know, Sebeto as well. But you say, Van Nistelrooy is a new coach.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Van Nistelrooy is a new coach, and this is a United team. The entire season, Premier League, no matter only 8 goals. In fact, top last 5 teams are goals. Someone team at the moment, or the Man United Becca home. But interestingly, against Leicester City, they scored 5. In Tiageno, I'll be beside say that assembly I can say coach Fufro be bar. Say onye bibi nwa so bi kura players aho keka kosoro obia confidence ni ne bibia kosoro no so eno na yehu ya na. Even if you are looking at United in recent times, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in his first few matches was super. Ofa even Rangers ne Michael Carrick money there. Obia befano on a temporary basis. They give you some consistent performance against the background of what Andy indicated. Say Chelsea and Casa or Old Trafford no ya na ding. Edema Chelsea so befa win. Chelsea game will lose it to Newcastle. I don't use it as their standard because Enzo Maresca dropped the entire 11 players and ordered a new 11. Ebe start here for me. What I also call inexperience in the league because team there say oh gather momentum. Yeah, man who can lose games is even though it was a league cup. I felt say to change the previous game entire 11. And starting new 11 was not something good for Chelsea. They lost that game all right, but it looks like Obe Parody the best team against Man United. For United, them who here against Leicester, it looks like Ruben Van Nistelrooy onye bia complex bia or yeah normal thing. Obiama in normal position. Mazraoui on the left, he prefer Mazraoui on the left fullback position instead of Dalu. No, the Dalu, no, echo right fullback. And I'm expecting, say, Obebo the late and what do you call it? No, this Argentine. Lisandro Martinez. I'm expecting that. And the got Edema, any Casemiro demand a bit difficult. So basically, maybe Christian Eriksen might not be available in this game. Then you have Bruno and Garnacho, and of course, Abrante Freno, Rashford with Højlund in front. General, it's going to be an interesting and a tough game. My dream said both teams will score, but I see United as favourite over Chelsea, especially the venue being Old Trafford, and Ruud van Nistelrooy, a new manager in charge, gives United a slight edge over them. You know, a sad news in the Spain. I am to say, Ebedani. Can you no be Anthony?
Oh, Chelsea win.
Chelsea win. Yeah. Okay. I hope some of the Spain. I had drink a crack.
And I draw.
Manya de draw. But Van Nistelrooy say 2-0. Be a great bit my catch. Amorim say on track kakra. Na Rudy nyene jumani kakra fine. You know, it's a sad thing happening in Spain. Usheni eme koso ewo eye Valencia. So sad. Because of that, Real Madrid and Valencia game no. Obviously postponed. A bit sad, but Fizz Empire no be able. But Barcelona did something lovely. Training ground like a quamufa so say observe a minute silent from Crawford show a pre-prayer of Valencia, and in fact observe a minute silent. I'm hoping Spain games in the final black and banner observe some silence for what is happening over there. You know, my Classians who are in the badge, I think it's a good news. Another thing is that Duarte, a former United striker, omo de Trinidad and Tobago national team de amano say Alex Ferguson disciple so no omo mrura coach no still and shedam fasa and the rude na ninam and Rangix enya they say Wales national team at a point in time and shedam in terms we Rooney the MCC coach no afno no Gary Neville didn't die kasa so I'm wishing say
too early say because Omeboa Black Stars one of the assistant coaches
oh show mo who see idea Kenya bad say the Nebeka
okay
Kenya bad say the Nebeka I think say Michael Essien me who the coaching prowess
okay.
And I also think say team here who is here seeing you to adu edi near bifina I expect a more experienced person honestly so to adu Fatao Dauda John Pencila massively inexperienced it is also bifia pa and Malikilison Essien be out in Barber County then we are adding another brain which is of bigger experienced person because we'll be away in the bag there. He's still learning on the job.
True.
Until then, or the baby count probably on your more experience in seeing.
Where's the name? Any market? No more give you our best.
Yeah, they can. They can. Essien is big.
Yes.
John Pencil and playing mate, but honestly, Clouter, Essien, John May. And I make a playing mate. They played in the same team, national team. Messi more achievements in John Pencil. Achieve will be. Miss Roker be now behind John Pencil, but more matches for Black Stars than Essien. But Essien Clout playing for Chelsea, that dream Chelsea team, all conquering Chelsea team, and playing for Real Madrid, the Bison. Once upon a time, most expensive player in French league, General. Why
was too early? The youth teams,
yeah. It's under 20, under 20, Crown your head coach, no your assistant too. One of them, and Juma Lai, Edima Nuya, or dear Bufuja too. Na Ibia. But at the end of the day, means so me fools there. Onye Juma Obiase kakra. General coach.
Obiase kakra say Ghana has Obiase. General Omra Fie no so if you be almost free.
So be fie kra onche Obiase kakra. Coaches are making no. They learn through some managers. And study under them, work under them. What I say? Mimiti I won't rate Essien ahead of Ibrahim Tanko. Not at all.
As a coach.
As a coach. They are apart from the playing career at Dortmund and then Ogoya assistant or Cameroon, and number of national teams there.
Japan.
Or then called Japan. Obefa in under 23. So for me, if we beefy blasters,
Ibrahim Tanko
he's big,
but Tanko
is big. So
huge, but you
and can you bunny buya who bumfia and can you dream Black Stars coaches who are and see a dream Tanko?
Yes,
because receiving it while building it baby I would do. It's to see a dream no. But Yanisa.
John Pencil bought more matches than they sent said your kind of
yes,
or more matches.
John Pencil. Oh, my argument with the baby and
more matches, but you who Essien so soon.
Oh, you know, when they say the debate, but Stephen Appiah was part of the same Black Star technical team. The presence now boosted the confidence of the boys.
He was there as
in a different capacity.
Coordinator. National team coordinator.
New difference.
No. So your question was on the man on the bench.
Bench, as in America.
Do you know Stephen Appiah? Only a team manager for the Black Star.
But no bench.
Oh no, say capacity. And I'm saying that Stephen Appiah, I don't think that for the Black Stars, it's in our cloud chest Stephen Appiah. And no one enough to build the confidence of these boys. We need an experienced manager, you know. Say if a coach be our experience near this
Essien number come.
Yeah, this
but me who say Essien ebet me understand Otuado. Because Otuado Nangasa.
There's nothing there to be understood. Yeah.
Essien team because of Otuado.
So Kasa dey just coach only that.
No, mention you know.
So Kasa there's nothing there to
there's something to be there.
That is the meaning of the statement.
And the person interpret it when it's
the person make sure say Otonye bibi esiene ba understand. As simple as this.
And always share the free.
To be very honest, so what advice is and say or we in the coaching badge.
Yeah.
Uncle will be understudy no.
No. Sada opposite.
That would be a wrong.
What I na ye bibi kakra.
And then on say Bible nankasa ehia enchiremufo. Enti tresam na said you sit cansam. Said you be the achiremu.
Yes.
And no never say otiasia na
yes.
Because maybe quotation be on kind Isaiah chapter 16 the verse number.
Can you
Isaiah chapter 16 the verse number 4.
Timothy.
Quotation say Jeremiah chapter 16. Jeremiah 16 the verse number 4. What's that?
Jeremiah chapter 16 the verse number 4.
Verse 4.
Or say Uyade people bo.
Ti o Nyankopon say emre ne kwowe ya owuyade people bo nipa bi.
Ama wona wu.
Ama o ma wu. Enti automatically say owuyade a yade ekum nipa automatically from a financial up to now no. One more pressure ekum mu nya easy.
Yeah.
And as a pressure nso ba ye so a the more na ye nunum pressure ndropi no e say kum ye ben maka ho. Enti owuyale bia no ache hwe o. Enti obiti ase that is the ben ma wu a automatically owuyale aka no. Ye nyina ye di adan say obi kura nya diabetes na so that diabetes edro so no onom kwa enim a the more na onom more no side effect ni say ni ben ma be ni e be yemre enti ya le ye owuyade opani say bo mu ha ye wo ha bai ma di du bra ye ni sa enu na so tresem no esan ka asem e wo Detroit 23 the verse 1 was wo mo nsam fata so mko Nyankopon bedwum e ye de ya peche ne hwewa automatically so obi hwewa peche ne be ma nya adwuma wo enti say obi be ma nya adwuma Bible no kura wo mo say o kan nsam na ehu be hia se ye be kire omu enti wo mo be ma nya adwuma sankofo ni ko heaven enti Dr. Magashi nyame ya adom say ya say bie branch ni bi obogoso wo mo obogoso takwampate mo nyina na eye power line takwampa temo nyina no udu bogoso a bisa power line obisa so ko Dr. Magashi obi abechero ene ye obi o kaso prison junction takrade ya pawan kegebrim ena kumasi ye maasi makro ade ampese mani party asene say yade ene sese nipa brabo so okay Psalm 90 the verse number 10 Bible no confirm say Nyankopon fi odi man nipa no 70 years obi a we di abroso anka o haw ni amane wo mu no say nipa na wo say onya 80 years automatically hwe de nipa de yade de wokọ yade mankofo bia ye mobo yade manakoma nankasa mu ni eyare yade na manipa nankasa wonu ne ho say oba wiase enu na Dr. Magashi ye to nsa floor say brekumase mazi makro number ni 0547 04 Oko Isaiah chapter 1 the verse 5 Bible is saying
Isaiah chapter 1 the verse 5
27 casting was say
adentina one mom
oh yare ni mamo
some ukoso
ya
adentina one mom
oh yare ni mamo
some ukoso
ya so din some mpe no
etremu ni nyina
yare
na akoma mu ni nyina
akoma ni nyina hojo akoma no hojo a enne ma pressure betina akoma ni enne ma diabetes betina abra se wo ba Dr. Magashi wa diabetes na atena nipa so many years na creative holding crofoko bon sam jam na diabetes betima ma nipa bi ewu abra ni tam nso ebetima ye twa wo nan abra wo tam nso ebetima ma wani nkosue fra abra wo ba Dr. Magashi wa sa glucose na diabetic mojenim no ye be mo odruma glucose ni nya anane afrim na afe no nso wetime nya pomoden CP sita number no 0547 04 43 07 0547 04 43 07 dia me pese me mani party ase de say onyankopon amoni passe nipa me yalefu but yade ne mo na ho no ma yesunsun hyechiri ye wonuanom bebre wonom abrabo na wo mo bonom wo matamfu na ope wo nyina na ka wo nko anka na nka wo yale da ho e ka onu nka na ka wo stabilize asa enu na Dr. Magashi ye to nsa floor say se wo kumase mpate mu abrakumase mazima akru se wo akra ye wo kaso prison junction wo takrade e ya pawan kegebrim se wo techima henswa baby Mount Carmel Senior High School no mu a mu takwampate mu nyina na mu ba mu takwampate mu nyina mu mbra bogoso ye wo bogoso power line me se number ye adwa fiti joda ko pe me na wo me fi akra na bai and one me say any pay gun crank caswa branch one. I don't see a man say, oh, yendi a koto de be mami or mammy ba hospital no. Mammy ya ni to so when you stroke. No to no say and Timuda so the yare or hormone called Dr. Magashi any pay gu when run asam kitwa. And as all ba passion obi the asthma by one kasama muba kaswa and running nam. Asthma many to ya gani and I dear draw 1 cup money pano. Instant one asthma no doctor me say do na be di ho anwreni be ma be fia ngura mamu malag brother mi opela America ga vola ejima ga dumio egbe ma chieva do Dr. Magashi bola ma to ke vie duoma na mi o me onya nwro amagaw ahemfo mpanifo anwra mpanifo bi flame say Dr. Magashi wo se ma baby wa anwra ho because say de wo dro city ye adwuma no awrade me krom ho wa we go ba o say wo se ma baby wa ha eno kwa do hini so de ma free Dr. Magashi me see yade na hamo yade na ye twon yade na asma yade na kidney problem especially me say mema no e man say me ka chemo ho a man and Kessben ba ho obi to be ba ka che say Dr. Magashi ka che me kunu say ni be man da ewu no me mpane sa ka che ne say me kunu onye ne be ma duro ene no te say TTV hu e man ni nyina bo he o mu flow mu kunu say mo he Dr. Magashi na ba Magashi mu betie asema me kan say o panin eni gie wo wiase enyankopon ma kwan ene say sebi we know you do them o ma o kan ye nduma na jo Proverbs chapter 31 the verse 17 was it your bema no omfa ne bema mbo na sene o mani kan ye nduma na jo no bada tin nsa so ne tedium ya de ma de e de bema enti se ye so tedium so ba so tedium na so tedua nya adwuma a bible no kan ma me Proverbs chapter 31 verse 17 Proverbs chapter 17 was o tin nsa so ne teduam ay o ba ne betin nsa so teduam enti se bema kra ne wani nko so no o feelings wo so se wo hu oba na sese bi wo kondo oba na se obema ntumi asole a se o so mu na sa ansole de ne se wo yotase wo Dr. Magashi me se me mama ni wu abra mo
Proverbs chapter 31 verse 17
Proverbs
chapter 31 verse 17 o say o de ahoden bo
na honde be bo na sene
na o se na basam
den
o te ne dwumadie mu
den
ne kan ye nduma
na jo
o te ne nsa so
teduam ne teduam tedua ye de ba de o te ne nsa so ne teduam no de nsa tie chichem ebi mo o so be mo te kura as the kura wanya pa no enti sa nsole ha opani we your chasi so say osoba no obi no osoba no so what ne satia no de nam so no everybody enti sa nsole say kim asemato number no 0547 04 43 07 kuma see ma see bako Deuteronomy kura be kai Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 30 no kura wo mo say go the Deuteronomy 28 verse 30 was obeji oba wale den be manja dwa no oje oba wale obi ni beda obesi dan but wanye care for dan no ko ntinam asije emma bebre wu eje fie na mama because of some be manja dwuma oba boni e ba oba 3 years ade no enti 1 Corinthians chapter 7 the verse 9 Paul Petro num ka che masa ekunafo na ma wale pen na mukunu mawu no eye mo se mo be wale a chense mo be da na mo ho ayera mo enti quotation se den
o kan Deuteronomy chapter
28 verse 30
o say obeji oba wale
obekokoji oba wale
na obi ne no ada
patro me printing press me am choba bible no obesi dan
na
wontram ati arade o say obeji oba bia wale ho obi ni be de ebeda wo dan na wasiri wo di agwa wo tiram ya me bro no be ma evu enti manager wo kwai number no me see ye wo kuba se mazi makro fa makro jon kwai ka se wo ko police house omo mu akra mpate mo yin na kasua udu kasua ka se wo ko prison jashi takrade a power kejime opani aro se mo se do adajo Ghana ye nyina nim sese bi eniema wo ho no ma asa etode bi etumi ti akoma yare nsem sa nyema nyina na se kodu dem na sese bi oba ma nya adwuma tisen even kwa na wakra oba small boys na maba no ba be srawo na wo ye se piti yo wo ko wutrim kwa tiri sen wo pit wa fere te wa fere miss wa 70 enti sako me say ya so kito ya ro se mo enti so be ma no say nsade abra Dr. Magashi wom Ezekiel 23 the verse 20 kura kan asasem no wo say sampo no kura no say wo be ma no say nya adwuma na esenso a ebe ma oba na kai ne mpradada na ne be ma se fum ponko be ma Bible nim Ezekiel 23 the verse say me kan no akan Ezekiel chapter 23 verse 20 wo say oba no obekọ so akai ne mpradada na woni ne bob dwaman wo Misrim asase so ne be ma se fum ponko be ma
Ezekiel chapter 23
verse 20
o say na nani bre won na
be bring ne mprafo a
very much say
ne be ma se fum ponko be ma be ma
na wona ho ba te sa
ne ho ba te ponko spam ye dwale nkora 3
amane nkanzi
ye di dwale nkora 3 ponko o se ne ho ba se ponko spam
aso do vivia no aso
o de ka quotation Ezekiel
no man de ma mono do so
Ezekiel chapter 23 the verse 20 o say
na nani bre won
mprafo a
won very much say
ofunu be ma se fum ponko be ma
na wona ho ba
ne ho ba et se ponko spam ti ho ponko spam be spam kitwa etu bi on ma ne be ma so me ma be on ma odun so ntente manajo nti ne be ma ne fo na efon twikom na eye kitwa e ma no kra no se oba te wona se one be ma bi ntumi na na tenkate kwa ye wade bi e fa ni Christoria disuse atrophy e ma no se bi o mo ba na etua so no bi o mo dun so fa no se o to no o se one be ma bi anda etumi fon na twikom etu sa man no mu ni atenka no da bo se na se shine di meku na se rubber asra no enti Dr. Magashi di me ka che on se wo yo ba kuro na se sebi wo ba no sebi afon ana se we de wo soro no atwe akose ma che se wo ni atenka no bra Dr. Magashi we mu aduru mo atenka na ye adwuma hwa me se takwafuo nyina e dey adwene mo ho ye bie bra chiri bi obogo so ogalam se ni sa adwuma den nti omo be ma fofon e na obi on ma gonorrhea ne syphilis chlamydia de ye kan se bra Dr. Magashi wom ye wo bogo so power line na wo fie no kura wankasa kura wo ye mbehye wo say yes e fie nim power bogo so power anya sam kito bogo so power line enti bisa obi ase o ko Dr. Magashi wo number no the good screen so for number na frame 0547 04 43 07 0547 04 43 07 omo akra nyina na e Kaswa prison junction and the lawyer Morris Sampa okra ma ye fie ben kolebu say yem bi hospital bi because adanse e ba no pani ehun nkan kro ye be fa kro nim ye be fa kro no mo am wo tesi ma nyina na ye wo tesi ma henso mo am wo kumase mazi makro junction edwuma fiti dwala kopem me na ye edwuma fiti edwada yade bi eto so na eye wu yade bi etete wo yade bi abetra widim no to ana mo bra Dr. Magashi wo ye be bo number na ye dey atodwa no 0547 04 43 07 nyankopon ya adoma na odwese ne ye be se hia yakra mo nyina
boys ni so ka so de ayibi ya di tua bebre wo
ai mebro
1 month in mai
we kura mebro wo maduru bi me pese mema boys na start ya dancing wa mebro wo maduru even and da be na system wo e kira mo ha or the Monday me bro me dream na ma sebo me se me boys no se bi opese se bi oni oba that is kontum na bomu a o pade se kontum na bomu a me ma obema na yesa prankam me ma na yesa prankam no me ma na yesa odenke me de yuji me de bre no so onom na edi be 30 minutes just watch ne be matare na me de bre no Monday ya 0547
Dr. Magashi me se mo friend numbers no saka number ni biom ne man ni ntwato
number 0547 04 43 07 0547 04 43 07 Yuji me bro odru me se me na esa prankam
that's Dr. Magashi so I don't know akwawi enyasem kitu akra. All right. Yeah, to also the Amamo Kessben Television, Kessben 3.3, Kessben 92.9 Accra, DSTV channel 364, Go TV channel 121, DD. O message and abekam insa ewa hano. But my mention we and some of DD so or say if Barcelona or say no, the FA president in Ghana has made our league lucrative. Even in the past, when our league were attracted to Ghanaians and people, people were trooping to the stadiums, it wasn't because of the FA. It wasn't because of the FA then, or the FA was doing something right, but it was because certain personalities in the clubs were doing something right. Okay, if Barcelona and Madrid were able to force the La Liga to change their stance concerning sponsorship money, Herbert Mensa too was able to force the then FA to change their stance considering gate proceeds. My take is, if Hatofuk and Asante Kotoko and the other teams start managing their things professionally, the FA will start working and even gang up to cover gang up to overthrow a non-working FA president. Okay, there will be the Abba and so no. Ofajo, good morning. Congratulations to the Phobians yesterday for their victory. CEO, Big Man Aluminium Ventures in Koko, Unawadiwe, and so Abreye and Anope. Per my understanding, I think Kumasi Santi Kotoko is a highly blessed club. The kind of untiring love their fans physically and spiritually show for the club is radically distinctive and without equal. Nonetheless, we must appreciate the undeniable fact that defeat is part of football, which no club is exclusive. So let's understand the basic principle of football and control our emotions accordingly. But I've listened to some offensive comments towards Dr. Ogum after Kotoko's defeat to Legon Cities. And I think some fans are going overboard. Kumasi Asante Kotoko isn't comparable to Real Madrid that lost 1-0 to Lille and 4-0 to Barcelona. So people must lower their expectations and anticipate the danger that other teams can pose. DD Akumadan Senior High School. Well,
Sergio,
they know the brain.
Sergio, let me say, this weekend, my attention baby, Ewa Manoni, Abdul Aziz, any David Odru. Sergio, omo documentations na Basa for Animu, Ewo, Omo Basa Athletic team now, Mo Kwakobo, this weekend against Gimnastica Segoviana. Oko Omo lowest tier teams na Sergio, and any idea be catching my attention pa Ewa Manoni. Abdul Aziz Issa any David Odru omo be feature omo first game Sergio squad ne dina so no na Abdul Aziz Issa no mo de atoso se omo animu no ono ne David Odru omo be omo first game e de Amabasa Athletics so match day squad no Sergio omo pa e be catch attention Sergio ene the Soccer City Stadium tonight in the Carling knockout top quarter finals no Masandawana Meka Mamelodi Sundowns make a trip against Kaizer Chiefs. Now, so they met in this season's league, no PSL. Kaizer Chiefs lost by 2-1 against Mamelodi Sundowns team. No, it promised to be a KG encounter. Where Coach Nasreddin Nabi Juma all year or put to a lot of improvement in team of Kaizer Chiefs this season. Some very good improvement. Team now. Even this going to next season, Kaizer Chiefs may either qualify the Champions League or CAF Confederations Cup. Or Mozambican striker no Chivaviro, he's one of the guys who has been improving very, very well. Or Refloss Lamo midfield. And then former midfielder or playmaker of Masandawana, Meka Gaston Sirino, so Ababe inject a lot of pace within the Kaizer Chiefs team. No, but I feel we Mamelodi Sundowns, Nieman Shadanku ye. Sergio, for past 2 seasons, no money lose game the PSL though. This year, omo lusu. Minim say be obeka serulani me kwina ni absence no na ama this kind of things about. But Steve Confella mo any Mankoba ngwiti omo etosini kakra. In as much as a new players like Tashrik Matthews Mwaba, a few way Marcelo Allende is performing quite well. Injuries about the back line. No, Motobi and Vala have not been consistent. And I think Grant Kekana has been the one who has been holding for the back line. Oftentimes you see selections, not changes a back akra. And then it's been Tapelo Morena. Tomorrow is Kuliso Mudau. So at times inconsistency, I yet much of a big problem within the Masandawana team. But apart from Obeka, in as much as we know, still say you I fancy the Masandawana as the favourites for that game now. No, any an easy game there because Coach Nasreddin Nabi Asheshe Kaizer Chiefs team no pa, and they are doing very very well this season in the South African PSL. So unfortunate for Masandawana, say at least but this season no, and you're more top on the table. Like how it used to be during the past 6 seasons. No Mojiji League. This year has been Orlando Pirates, but they are still fancying their ways to get through and come back into the limelight. Somebody try say, "Omobisa defend the league." No, but game no, a very very tough game. As a Joe, honestly, Osahanzwa, what ton tickets nina? The tickets were sold out since Thursday. Seju. The tickets were sold out. All the seats now. So a chair said, South African football has really improved. And when match attendance, especially share these big sites in some share, either Masandawana make up Sundowns meeting Kaizer Chiefs or Sundowns meeting Orlando Pirates or Orlando Pirates meeting Kaizer Chiefs. Yeah, na games, numbers, very, very encouraging. So your FIFA, the Abase 5th December next month. And Omobe the group draw for the 32 team first ever FIFA World Cup now. Numbers no akosoro na yebenya 32 team no. Almost 5th December and Omobe draw no. So what has sport now? All the 31 sports no have been filled. Aka only one sport be, and that is ye train Copa Libertadores ni obeji. So finals no beba so on November 30th between Atletico Mineiro and then Botafogo. So it's an all Brazilian affair in that final. So Niobe we no and Obabe cut the 32 team no. So Obekaya last month in a FIFA president Edebetu just say Inter Miami, baby Lionel Messi ni Luis Suarez mono. Omono mobe the host club for the tournament no. So all the 31 spots have been filled. So I got the only one team I train, and so by 30th November now the 32 team spot no dia. So 5th December and Omobe draw no. Now Omo dia tuja say FIFA dia tuja say ye bema kwan say going to the tournament no club bia betimi name 50-man provisional squad. So last World Cup they gave it an opportunity. You can name a 55-man provision squad. Yeah. But when going to the final tournament, the Obesoneso edi about 26, and that is the number allocated. Almost the one rule be about the tournament. Almost say after quarter final, say oh yellow beer say you be cancel. Okay. Say oh say play beer or yellow card or be cancel. And I think say it's one of the rules. Almost they share the tournament, And Nanchinwashi was say a ball. Say game ni be cap tied. I'm be going to penalty. And say FIFA say I'm be ma extra time across. So say you players ni the I'm be febi pa. Honestly, I'm be febi pa. And the competitions are able also, especially teams omo Champions League, omo players say about national teams. Omo we are no about the 32 team expanded FIFA Club World Cup. No say you a bit omo pa. So this is what FIFA have brought with regards to how things have panned out. Ewo FIFA Club World Cup na nyame bo ebe basu 2025. Enwa ewo the capital derby in Riyadh. Say you it was a tough game. Al Hilal and then Al Nasser. Al Nasser took early lead through Anderson Talisca. Odi can share first goal no, around getting to first second minute of the game. Was it 3 goals came in that game now? Seju Ninina ye flag offside. After say Anderson Talisca shared the first goal, he scored twice. And Sejo, he was flagged offside. Apart from that, Alexander Mitrovic also scored Edima Al Hilal, but that one was also flagged offside. But it was a tough game. Honestly, we watched very beautiful football. Me a game no, and honestly, Uti use a game no, live up to expectations. We players are Musia kind on that day. Al Nasser, Anderson Talisca, Sadio Mane, Cristiano Ronaldo, Marcelo Brozovic, one strong shot, Bipa, Emma. Oka Al Hilal goalkeeper no and it was very good. Say Said Al Dawsari on no provided that pre-assist before say Renal Lodi pull out Emma Sergi Milinkovic Savic ebeti kanu Al Dawsari MSC post no, and the game was really top game. You share na among for who say say Al Hilal nsa Eda Al Nasr so nti it was likely said no one bet was, but unfortunately Al Hilal were the team that were chasing the result before they even had an equalizer, and it ended in a 1-1 draw. Also, Ewo, the capital derby between Al Nasser and then Al Hilal, Ewo Saudi Pro League.
All right, our Mohammed here. So what's the videos kakra ewa ha? Sanso and yebehwe enra game. I call so Takwa TNA Stadium ho Hatofok etwa mediema Takwa ekotia omo ekamienu omo entimi anti emu ba kokra. Kingsley Nadiwe free Tamale or anytime Coach Ouattara is threatened with a sack, he wins the next match to calm the situation.
I'm going to say Ten Hag.
Ten Hag, yes. Well, when you bring us to say, hey, we want to go win again.
Not 10% I come.
Yes. Hearts of folk supporters would not abutre and my Coach Ouattara. All right. And you better discuss our game, no, and Chakrana Fee, and then matches. No, you better and the 2 games, right?
Yeah.
And Saturday.
Yeah, next Saturday.
Okay.
Say not 2 games,
Basso. 2 games. And the watch now. Games. No, you better say. As a quarter, have to folk. Baku winning. Na Baku so expect so no winning.
Yes. Especially Ogumakwako losing the first game of the season. And he lost against team and no so winning game. Not that form.
Yeah.
So Ochina the Ogum FC
ako winning Takwano. Pressure be back to concern so winning.
Yeah.
No game ni yet there.
Interestingly, no 1st November. Last year 1st November na has a share media material 1 Accra.
Okay. Wow.
Yes.
Mr. Safuaje, anyway, about it today is exactly 52 years. Robert Mensah was killed.
I see.
Guna Krofonso and Franco Naro, Newafa, a friend of Mr. Safuaje, or they about 52 years in the end, and Robert Mensah,
1972. I see.
And the research and I'm saying, as a Kotoko, because no, or penny move. Yes, that's it. All right, Yanko was a videos kakra modiaba and sana about the 2 discussions no so.
And I'm person mo boa me say me call Black Stars asye matnasia hun say chances are yedima foreign players na ebe participate e ma Ghana Black Stars no ya na sa chances no eso utimi say ye free bi oba ni mo de mo nko kan but still ye koso e frɛ no e ma ne bebo but ye local based players no ye frɛ o mo de mo ba ye ma wo mo but ye see o mo de mo nko kan.
Good morning, Sir Joe. Achawa mchia one wabidwafo nyina nkanka mebla Franco Naro. I from Osemesa Frank because of free London UK. Me pacho my question is say you start season na tinidu bon no nya bimo na nkrofo bibre e kasa sentwerofo bi wo kumase a no ya agenda na coach ne wo asem coach ni no problem ti no nyusu no pacho coach ni yusu too much no pese and came any Newton access ni game no boy no because me there me hwe ye no me hu difference bi o de back to come for do tim pese omumi no as a hwe se oba ye no na ne game no na te se na ye anase na nye ntina coach ni nyusu no no ye one.
Good morning, Sir Joe. Anopai de me chacha mu nyina me tia no abadwafo nyina. If I from so me kasa free ni wodi bia. Sir Joe, ensema goalkeeper Mohamed Al-Assa de betu dano. Sir Joe, me share the same sentiment. If I be catch Kotoko coach they say, "Umenyi Ghana seven film." Now I am the competent one on that point because we share Frederick Asale, the modern ma Obama Asante Kotoko. Now we share Muhammad Kamara chance kako nyano. Who is a boy no nimbo da same. We am ni Ghana semunya the film. Na ma akra chance. Was me sure say Muhammad Kamara we Ghana ni kra ko betimi a chairman Black Stars. Ko be chairman Black Stars ne pa. We omuni Ghana semi film no mon drop Frederick Asale na Muhammad Kamara nya chance on na film. Eda masi na ko po Islam.
Okay. Yemra na yemfa first batch no NCA. Okay, yemhwe next one.
Sergio, good morning. You're from America. Make us a friend carry. And now the yeah, video no time na answer so. me question ne ba into my answer. If I'm sure me say Division 1 na mon ka ho asem. Ti me sere mo. Mo mame zone 3 league table no why. If I'm sure.
Hello, good morning, Sergio. Pilato Newcastle free asin fusu dwaso. My question is Kwame Poku ni Isaac Minta. Pacho sisi ano match say some clubless. Na ne kura na some clubless nso a se kese kotoko already storm ana say omo hia omo a omo betumi restore mo. No man bo matches. Abla yewura week 18 mu. Ana so omo betwen na January transfer ni bia and betumi already storm no mabo na another question is if I choose say the match say coach Ugum say nka won hia Kwampoku service but Isaac Mintamum no krebe ni wom pam chompa chomamu ai.
Good morning, Sir Joe. I don't pay the mechacha munina, mechiano, abeja ponina. If I your friends to solution, make a suffering would be at. Sir Joe, and some goalkeeper Mohammed Alasa, the better Zanon. Sir Joe, me share the same sentiment. If I just catch a Kotoko coach, they say, Umeni Ghana, seven free. Now I am the competent one on the phone mind because the share Frederick Asale, the modern Obama Sante Kotoko. Na me hwe Muhammad Kamara chance ka ko nya no hu ni se boy no nim goal da se no yam ni Ghana se munya de enfim na yam akra na chance was be sure say Muhammad Kamara wa Ghana ni kra ko betimi a chama e Black Stars ko be chama e Black Stars ne pa e o mu ni Ghana se mu fim no mo drop Frederick Asale na Muhammad Kamara nya chance on na play e da masi na ko po ishira
Sergio Laka Tram GME the best. Yantimi andon ju for with me question media ma e watakwa mania jin dru na ju mantimi andidi kra na mada mania jia brusu kwajo with the house of focus to mania question media ma o a next game must win if they fan from you fan a win kwan e fire nia ji kwajo bi dasi.
So good morning, Chairman Moro Phones Enterprise, Asaman Kessben. So Jonas, in Pacho Lagos City, or boy Ghana Premier League. In Pacho say Lagos City, or we see a Pacho no division 1. Pacho Boko Zone 3, and also Boko Zone 1. Pacho Boko Zone 3 and also Boko Zone 1. Now Pacho, as I'm saying, Kessben Cassport Moja skill. I just say Mojaye, I don't know, it's a Antimon can. Yes, yeah, it's Kakudimo, I do it and we Timon share.
Sergio like a good morning. Say, Bonshika, I have for Kenya. Say, as I'm between my Ghanaian, I may go quite between me, said the end of Maneba. Say, and I say, so we'll be both Argentina national team. And I say, we'll be war Barcelona ACA. Eya na enipa krono eye ne den so be cancel powerful Ronaldo especially say bia o Argentina national team ne say bia o cancel powerful Ronaldo anasa o kaso ye o idol anasa o ye ya eye den na em say sa fa hono no nipa krono onya tan e wa na Argentina national team because wa cancel Ronaldo obi o Barcelona onya tan e wo Barcelona team nim because we can for Ronaldo nti ye o modern so be can for Ronaldo and so hwe se me hwe Portugal national team Sergio aben na ebi motimi e presi Messi ebi motimi ka sentia Ronaldo and so na Ronaldo e de o mu gina pitch ba ko so e bobo really e wa bra di entawanta we bia emem me ba cho me ho no ma me dwene ho se e ben na e sade no e
wangu ntisi akwa na obi ko show 2-1 obi show 2 goal bia obi mi show 2 bia ese waje 3 points na fi ho yesterday na players no mondoso on rotate players na mai on sesa name na players no mo so te bench o munya bi mo no on fo mo mram no mo so ye head o mo so betimi aya mai ana afi ye goalkeeper no so yesterday prosper ogum o ma camera so na goal ni bi mai why because on so ba be some crobia ɔno nso baa so baa bɛyɛ adwuma ntimi nkɔnkɔ ba sɛ da biara no na one goalkeeper no saa na da biara ɔda pole nim saa da bi ɔma Kamara no nso nna bi na competition embrem.
Good morning, Sergio. Anapo biahe. Meeting the Eric, make us a freak masse. Sergio, my problem kakra ne with Newton Latte. Me perceive who say, Dintina all this crazy Kotoko team no amanko for who team ni weakness. Because se will be bina se bianca team na me suggest say NKB say obetimi their technical team na say be obetimi their improving players na than say Odibaba now abetna TV so na watch coaches na who Kotoko weaknesses. Esa na what team no share any Legon City's match on the striker. Oma map strategy to at least to hold him. Well, who born so? Nina say last time no yet we be say Kotoko team no. Open say unya striker no open with me boyfriend say because ne ho dey. This what they not to form. This why he say. This why he say. It's a player bia ba onim say what can say na manate. Me person me say Kessben. Maybe a Kessben TV, any Kessben radio true no. Maybe a na mo studio ha munni. Nti nkofo bebre tie na no must your team. Nti so yesi na e ka ye bo team no ho nyina no. Na e be ka ho because me bompa say me team enwini.
Joe, acho me chiamu na no domain ko. Am ka se free bedu ko. Acho and the came ka chance me say platform agree abroad platform na farming to move am say na boys ya yashi nema mu ya denti yentimi nya bebi ye hu ne ye 1212 bi tiase me da wase acho and the came se me fa na ka cha wa say innocent face na ya wa ye no wonjai na innocent ne ya bro so do amas
Sergio, mema woni umpen fa wono omo studio here. Good morning. Ene wa hwefo nya omo Ghana. Ya fra me Mohammed Sharif. Me ka se fi ablema agona. Awo KA municipal mu. Sergio, me question is say EPL any Spanish La Liga. No hina Liga eye papa. Saint ni say EPL any La Liga. Teams of more Spain. To say Barca and Madrid, Adi Champions League do pa. Na teams of more England no more Adi. Kese pa say 5. Liverpool, any United for no. Na team back with Spain Adi do sin or muhia. Then league na papa. Mpacho and the camp emboa me pa e was a question.
Good morning. Ni chawo ne abajo fo nyina. Me pesa ubisa abajo fo no say. And the camp say Franco any Awa Mohammed Ankan in Ghana na your 4 slots or Africa na say then and a 2 slot pen or Africa and a question at us biom send your Ghana football no say kono send your football no atiti apansam asai no say omuni GFA president and say if India the shoe of the GFA president no Edian pan on beye ama Ghana football as a fan to my prefer as a Ghanaian na subio to say ankane no midamase.
Okay usually am for first batch no NCA na emre bemwa na fi abehwe others na omuso di bi eba ya meche WhatsApp videos no na eno so yama amanfo atimonka Kessben television Kessben 3.3 Kessben 2.9 na Accra mo amuhwe DSTV ni Go TV no muso monsa ebeka channel 364 DSTV na fe 121 unsa ebeka ewo Go TV kakra bi ewa ha na fe yetie eye Mo Al Hassan no goalkeeper makumase Asante Kotoko ensem kakra ode eto yanim a free America mem na fe Anthony Osekojo enso de ono so ede to yanim no na fe abjafo kan nyina abom ya sase free takwa na ya hwe Heart of Oak ene media ma game na eno so eba so no. Unpredictable coach Watara's Heart of Oak shocked Mediema SC at the Takwa at TNA Stadium with an electrifying performance last night. Kudos to the entire team for a special victory. TNA has always been a hunting ground, and yesterday was no exception. Sergio, at a point, I thought Hearts of Oak was the home side. Wow, the atmosphere was so charged in our favor that a referee who had ill mind couldn't execute his hidden plan. 80% of the fans at the stadium were rooting for us. If you are big for a reason. The people of Takwa love Accra Hearts of Oak. Why can't we play this at home? We have accumulated more points in a way than our home grounds. This is abnormal and unacceptable. 7 over 9.1 in our last 3 away games. 7 out of 9.1 in our last 3 away games. Gadgesbeck, anyway, and so a Brian. Please, I want to know the criteria in selecting the CAF Footballer of the Year. How can they select 10 best players in Africa without Victor Boniface, Mo Salah, and Kudus Mohammed? My condolences to my mates, Solomon Carter and Kofi Prempe, for the loss of their mothers. Greetings to all your panel members. Tutu, formerly of Boss FM, says Nicosia, Cyprus, and anyway, Abre Tutu, and Nasia Kesepa, Yabo, Hompa Ye Papa, Yami Omo Hombai, Babia Ubia, and so Enfa and my sister, and ye easy cry. Is this the Mediama your crew were backing to win the league? It's ironic how Hearts of Oak consistently beat Mediama with ease. Yeah, when they face Kotoko, they play as if it's a cup final. Take a look at the second goal. It's almost amusing how relaxed the defenders were, allowing the striker to get the ball so easily. I just hope they can maintain this lackadaisical style of play going forward in their Premier League. Ohineba Kwachi, Cologne, Germany. And so they already Abraham and Anopay and no. Joe, please do this assignment for us. Find out if there is something between Kotoko's goalkeeper's trainer and Asari. Are they not family members? if Najau ni Asare, they were moved from Jamago. Najau and Asare. A man of my Busafo. Okay, but my possible. It must be a week warrior, and I can't boom the deal. I come in said way if free. Is it Mancasimana? Okay, and then so a day.
By your first message, next jam school message. Whenever party message.
Oh, okay. Quite okay. On the line, jam school like a
is it a bit there to win the league?
Yes.
Look at how their defense was so relaxed.
Yes.
Jam school style of message.
All right. You know, had to full game, no, Kakra. Now, before that, Yentia Mohammed Al Hassan and Antonio Sekweju, and some of the other two and Ansania to us on your
almost bet my Cassachan, Frederick says, we want to find the agro because we opportunity say, we say, more find the agro because goalkeeping department and I just one. And he's a player, I be out about 2, 3, I be crowd to me strike. There be into Pachoman and in Brepa. And I was in a Kotogo goalkeeper there, a summer one in Bre. And look at so would do be a diagro. Come with a nip out in Chan over Tinam over Demwa, and yeah, easy so between us out. Me will go down my hono, Frederick Yadia. Boy, we see very good. We're very good. We are very good. Then we catch him, we say, boy, we don't go down. Because confidence in our work, Kitano. And so those organized players, you know. We say, oh, very good. We're a very good goalkeeper. Boy, no, Ghana have national team goalkeeper. Ghana come my friend national team goalkeeper. And you know, one is woman and a bread. Because I boy now they challenge the man Kessipa. And the two, your time, no. Now, me, doju. Any Louis Queen. Me prior, me by saying ya me prior, me 6 months. Internet doju any Louis Queen. Where the way match way, I know we had the match way. Ne a chamom. Because no me 2, but I don't know if Louis Queen to me the 2 matches continue. No, also the 2 matches continue. No Louis Queen I don't want, no, I don't want. Internet and piano competition will be a while because ebi okono lose 2 times, so that means ebe bench you. Nti say team bia omo wane bre. Nti that time do omo ye ya ma nyame anim ne di league no. Actually me ba mu. But omo ye ya ma di league no. Tema me ba mu so no e 3. Tema me nya me settle member na e 3 na too much competition wo ho. Into no next time me Matthias ese no blaster. Oh so Matthias wo blaster. Luis Kunu that time no to friend blaster. Into the competition my any pay me ansa no. And Hans no Hans so nim say good person omu nyina ye national team for. Into no waje wonu wa chen o said was chairman ye no say na me da Africa no na me e call Algeria na me collapse ye. Into me buy no will take you over. Into da Africa na ma bench no. Na leak is me so me da leak ni nyina. Leak so me da na lose square bench me. Sa na ye ni sama nti ya say adwuma ma nyina yenya national team boy ya ma obi atam so na obi afree. Nti no wanya ni sa na ewu esi wonko adamu a esi mo wane bere because a big opportunity man. Nti
Okay, Muhammad Al Hassan, former goalkeeper, Kumasi Asante Kotoko na Black Stars. Yenti Anthony Oseko Jonsu from USA.
Performances are enko yeni USA no. Me my dream chere ene say clubhouse no omo edi prison na kogo no emboa. Because nipa we have found the only prison. Uku trainer we under somebody. Uko ubefuza we under somebody. You can't go nowhere. That's not right. Say nipa mo bobo no. You don't know what. You don't know any omo anything. Now, what will be a money be baby 1 year? And as a friend say 5 months, 6 months. Uncle Nere Honda, Uncle Sebi say Obama Wareno. So Manga require now be a serious girlfriend. No, Omoto. Now, was it any busy? No, now, Motibo Mushe, Obiase, security Tiano, who be appointed great now. Now, if we say pressure when no, we just did the bono. No, we not doing for bono. It's media. A coming one. And can you bet me or you don't know if you bet money, but money in the better in chair. Somebody is out of money in the better in chair. And beside that, in the Crampono, Ubu, I was said will be a Yasna Wanukano, will be any citizen bono, and only brafa. Ubu going to be going to be ultimate. A choir was over ultimate. What number? But the second to the house was there. Million coming from my dinner. And can you jar woman? Oh, Bob, baby, a person to the piano. Hi, Diana. No, I could baby, not to baby, no be a dear. If you say a better clubhouse, no, like what's a clubhouse. Someone say in Morrison. Okay, someone says, okay, say on the on-track clubhouse. Well, you're right. Because much you are more than more burning in Anna. You were police room. Muni na mutu mudi camp nkomo mudi nkomo asemba okoke bi pe bo ze ne dia ko na sebi penyine no so no afani pa no no time intimidate me nko ma dwen chire kakran se ebe ya enka na se after this season no and I be ya kwampo ka this season na kwampo no mumma obi akwan na ka obi en penidan ebi oboso che bi on tra eno fifi na be do training we under somebody. And on the husband, we be an also here. Na Ukufia, Unobus of Aquacotra, Madrid.
Okay, and some no dorsal. And Emre Makwai and my Yintina and Anopay. Anthony Oseko, former goalkeeper Makumasi Asante Kotoko, and a Black Stars. All right. Yamra na yemesha hatu for game no kakra na fe enra da ikeke mu kakra nkra no se mrembe makwan dia na rodi enra wan kasakra na afi yahwe omuso a omode messages e ba se kanina na clubs a omu wo sika na omutimi top players papa na omu winning trophies na ade no ɛnyɛ efis no na bua wɔn na wɔn a ɛna sponsorship ɛne sikafoɔ ne adeɛ wɔn handle team no wɔn yi wɔn sika de wura clubs no ma clubs no ɛyɛ big the clubs wopɛ sɛ ɔyɛ big na wotua players car ɛnyɛ efi no ɛna ɔde wɔn ani kɔto no so sɛ ɔbɛboa wɔ club no ma aba abɛyɛ big it is the clubs no nkɔ so a adeɛ nti na amanfoɔ mo blame efis no wɛnum nyinaa yɛ nsɛm a ɛsɛ yɛhwehwɛ ho nkɔmmɔ naro ɛnna Gattisberg describe how to folk win no as shocking yeah sir na say
yeah general obet my friend is shocking
okay
but football no sani man itimisi nwanwa ni nwanwa ye ne say mediema one team a gidi say omo ye strong especially at home and has folk in recent times have not been good performers away until omo ko share Young Apostle 2-1 and I think so many dreams a ball draw 0-0 say has a free cry ya nedding and this is not a house of Okuma general performance and also into omo comedy no me gidi fa say has folk fan krano kiteska on fan kotubet enter hasage okay say they won't expect so be winning no sha your friend is shocking okay. So for me it was a shocking performance from Hazovuk Ushe game they were not the better team from the first half when they know Mediama critique chances the pressure to see almost but Usha Mediama maybe new Benya Bray Huajuma a long ball now they are caught Obonso defenders Akabum now has at what so for me Mediama played but Hasselhoff really took their chances and Omudinya win and they are very good for the team as well. So we last 3 games away while we need 2 I draw 1 general after beating Young Apostle only dreams about draw and we call Media Markoshe they are turning out to be good performance away and it's good for the team. I think so for the first time this season has about the upper part of the league table and it's something good for the phobias. For Mediama, I think say Oman to me and J League na Oman compete here, they will look at this game again and realize they caused themselves. And 2 goals I think some Mediama defenders more Mohukra, Osha first goal now. Ekomu defend I would say player no etimi take Mediama defense then the second goal was even the worst. Appear could be abandoning Bono LED ball na to medium players mienu wanimu. So you expect say anye krano the players could do something, the defenders could do something, but omon to me anye sade no and a has player and the American free actually ebe head but the goalkeeper tried so be born afa ba but not wa ban anim ye pa eno ene de ede go no eba general I think say has so they be biabemo ba medium defense no omo and live up to the occasion. Interestingly, this season, I think the strongest department of Mediama has been their defense. Omun to me goals in Omun concede goals. So how they consider these 2 goals, I think so you give the credit to Hazovuk.
All right. Maminko Andy what I mean take on Hatofok. Enter Newton ever hears our game ye. But yentete won krankra. Hatofok Mediama 2-0. E wo takwati ene. Stadium, sorry. Yeah.
You know, unexpected. Obiye ni wa we has a fan. Not proud to this particular game. Okay, so yeah, analysis. Now the BB tutor baby wa na adwebe say has of bit me akwa share Mediama. Last season omukọ ya na amfa. And so had the recent results now checking the confidence level of the team. Na unigidi. It Gattisberg the bar say I didn't know montimi mo say home. Na pressure na home na socha away because away na omukọ no. Se omuko lusu a obia meka hwe nkyerem obia me mo pressure because omunim say the magnitude of performance na omo da de ni soro entite fie kura team bia ho de wo no wantimi ansha okwa we ni de obeda akwa enti se ohwe ya they played without the pressure the omunim na omo de mo because they have nothing at stake omu lusu anya hwe because omo performance ni so and you know they defended too well closing all the spaces omo make sure say and Niema Bema Media Matimi Asho bring prevent here and you give it to Benjamin Asare. Goalkeeping one area now over the years. Some of us I can say House of Folk improve that department. And said you Asare ba House of Folk no said you see players kasa ni experience or them more leadership qualities or them House of Folk no and you want say other departments are not working. but for the goalkeeping area now has no me very weak no and where to ya nti eno asejo omo ye de hia the 3 maximum points na how to folk here and they never say that spirit aya na mpempi obenya from how to folk no enra no na etimi kire ne say omo call Lions then but omo wo niema omo betimi dia shep mediema and truly you know omo give up even after omo first goal no hweka omo first konya second goal enti coach Watara na ne mrante no sejo eno ma ya de it is not easy to beat mediema at the takwati and especially at the time omo so person omo league no but mediema person omo league na ageno a omo nkeka omo because this kind of performance there I'm sorry omo ntimi fanyili but you give it to her for 2 goals na ageno a omo timi aseno omo ya de.
All right, enter new ebehwe game no aye ede amayen enti ebehwe stories no emu kakra ansana ko Newton late ho na wabiebie hat of game no enso mu ede amayen mamensa sem free narrow ho enra stories in be break
okay
any anopai de any ade enka mbom time no so
you know a quick one
okay.
So far Kwampuku has not started training with Asante Kotoko,
okay,
but Isaac Minta and any team need training. The minim and say Asante Kotoko technical team ni management GD is omunya Kwampuku a omope ombe na bana obe training said Isaac Minta na omo ahwe no na fi mo hwese ombetima register na so the issue of Sebia Ogumana se Kotoko from penny no I'm unaware. We are not the free honoma. The 2 players in this Isaac Minta is a free agent, so potentially Kotoko betima register no as a special dispensation usually will be through to the FE. Say Muhena say so register now. They can register him before the second window.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. The other thing,
one more chance on register. No?
Yeah.
I'm gonna bought league.
Yeah.
First round. No?
Yeah.
And a special dispensation.
Yeah.
Wow.
To the best of my knowledge, now or he free, and he was outside the country. If what I have is correct.
I see.
Okay.
All right.
You know, you know the free one, ma. A quick one on Antonio Sekoju and Mohamed Alasa, former goalkeeper, the 2 former goalkeepers. Antonio Sekoju and Semina Okano. You see, the 2 options, you know, Ebia or Nenso, I own.
Yeah.
Say, Udi players, you know, Eko, Ifiba, Kumuno Matanaonum. And this will be an in my own ebusu fee mana ubia tini baby normal bat training. I think say the latter they also you air cano. It works well for the European now say advanced countries, you know, and no a very common as compared to here. Because still Timbers FA players Eddie Omuko training grounds. It is all job player be say uncle hard intra baby or pa. Then on one a baby training. Anasa mbakwa kwa form uti anye ya obi kwa konya dan wa bu akwa obi kwa konya no wasu abo obi benya na tonsu say na bas no ebe ne nam all these place yes obetumi aka say players na be ya obi amfa no mu nhia omo at a certain point but the inconveniences no too much we are no the free one ma minim say Egypt ne adekra no player no ye twa sika ye de ma o say eno na fa han wo dan and there, one now, so making sure say, says, I know the mawa, no be a do training, 1 hour beba. It is all high, ufie, and now dying, ewo, a year at Chumaku for radio an hour later, Sike betu na baby a betu. So one hour baby pay no why. But I think, say, in the current dispensation, so many now one place, you know, a more convenient and it's better. And my rain fee say only last season. And then no more cancer players to baby or more and none time a whole lot.
Yeah.
So for me, say we do mutra one place. Yes, some level of say be abeka say you do ma kogu baby, but me sure say maybe I kotoko campus after training untimi pienko baby apesa oko. The only thing say be I know you know ma etifi honum na colleagues near the who dear who ye biano. It has some level of restriction, but I think say who weigh the 2 there for me. Baby, omu wana about less than 10 minutes drive to omu training grounds, you know. Omu gym on for me. You should rather help them to deliver than say bia ubi anko nkotrani fee. Ewe dia futu ena Mohamed Alasa de ma Frederick Asari. Say unya kotoko team ni mu na oda say oyiro. Especially the otu wachin were very good. Utim say kotoko top 3. We cried them we 2 pe. third goalkeeper names will be ampo in Shedenim. Because Mohamed Alasa, another time, Mohamed Alasa, Luis Quino, and what do you call it? Jojo. These were all national goalkeepers, and they were all so good. It would not chance any quality of Diagro. General Sekotokwenya, Antonio Sekojo, Mohamed Odum, Edi Ansa at the time. In recent times, they had Abalora, they had Osei Kwame, they had Felix Annan, and Dan Ladd, all national team goalkeepers. And to send them away to me feel the Felix chance na wenyano. Indeed, say Omano Homene so. Me, I will not fault the goalkeepers trainers. Say after say Kamara, Eda first go no free national team can buy no man die. That's the global practice. Say the number one of a team or national assignment no be done or be them. But I think that now no game we and I'll bet to make say it be a why mistake mistake, so maybe they want to give me a rest is in order. But before a year
the number of mistakes now you're consistent or repeating mistakes in this and it is obi mistakes all the time. No,
there should be a chance.
Now number two, you're very good.
They should give the person a chance.
I didn't think that they be or no they be out. Why? Into the people says na jau the bush no. Yeah.
Before this game, Asari mistakes in the doors, sir.
Oh yes. Season. Oh, throughout the pre-season, yeah, they know. The mistakes. Oh yeah. Against Mediema, you were there.
Yeah,
you saw him.
Yeah,
against Hartlepool.
Against Hartlepool.
Same thing happened.
No, General.
A president's capital. They don't call American.
Yes.
And they are consistent.
General, I will buy the decision and Uncle for call. Say Omuma Kamara no so chance.
That's it.
Yes. Kotoko supporters. And they say Omuji Tum say when Maswakunedu gave the chance to Kwamba when Felix Annan in the course of the season. Bepim ne Nkrofon fanche Maswakunedu say and a Maswa sooner Felix Annan
send the performance. A performance.
Sana Kwamba no was not delivering and Cordon Beba.
Fine, but and then your performance the man no change
in the middle of the season. And our brand
team. Oh, yeah, no, so
wedding. Yes. And do them no he's performing. 80 performance is in here.
Yes, be a goalkeeper and a yard intina or they come by them. Nemum na ohiano no. Kwamba na available.
And I'm
not getting them was one disappointing.
So Kwamba was performing.
The performance and a more drop Felix Annan.
Oh, so you are looking at performance on the part of Felix.
Yeah, can we know? Yeah, they share a Saturday and a different.
Oh no, sir, no, so I'm fine to say Kamara no, and yet they now know better in the performance. People will not call for him. In the performance in the the two, but maybe I'm not by again to say Felix was not dropped because of poor performance. But when he left, the other them was given a performance, and the man came.
Okay,
Mekai has a folk trial of Ebendida, James Nano, Samir J. Battles. And yenya goalkeepers, more than we are 2 persons. So for me, I think Kamara may also have to get his chance and let's see how things pan out. You know,
not to dismiss Oseko Joe's concerns, some of them are genuine. But I think many players even struggle to afford rent in Ghana due to low wages, especially given the high cost of apartments in Accra and Kumasi. Players should actually feel motivated by the support their clubs provide in terms of housing. This shouldn't be a factor that impacts their performance. Some of the players didn't even have such opportunities in the previous club. Okay, their previous clubs, but became relaxed once they are offered huge wages and such incentives. However, I do believe that our players lack sufficient motivation to perform at their best.
Spot on.
Super.
Spot on.
Yes.
You know, players in Ankasa have more chance. So be a more be uncle there. No any means in family training grounds. A good number of them will opt to stay in the camp.
Yes.
Be brave up to say what you want no more than you light bill, you water bill, DSTV or Jimny, yes, I more. You know, say no because the private.
But the Broncos almost fear still a team in the same 2 hours.
The Obi never freeze. I need you free
No, I'm
freeze.
only saying that for the Obi so Obi kasa accommodation. I'm say accommodation there.
Baby, I'll bet him from
Okay.
Okay, Nanaya time. A brown will break your years will be packing in your man corner. Now, yes, rent. It was still the club that was paying all those things. General, and come on, you know, the buy a year a week him. Back when I buy in the form of question. Say Ghana, so VL, a breadru, say go for VL. Now, would it be the panacea to our problems? And I know the best solve a problem, you know. Now, General, the minimum is a VL. No? So, who put proper VL structures in place? The last time I checked, now you need between $150,000 to $200,000. $150,000. $100,000 is about it was 17 billion. But Domuo a relatively cheaper one, Unusu OB van and this nema no.
Okay.
But the question is, and no necessary here ana. My answer is no. San Komudi on VR, no, there are some basic things that must be done first. First of all, self offer VR ba. Now that's what you FIFA referee 1,100 in a league game. General, unye
yeah.
1,100. Nano na make say imagine say Kumasi referee say kwa Accra could match. What for dropping a free fee by VIP? Maybe a 30 cities or 20 cities. What for VIP 120 was saying I could drag Accra. What's half a Biako stadium more? Ube we no na chese wo kronkwano anye yikrabe 200 eko. Ubankwanye be 200 eko. Na omu konso anopa be 10 AM ena ese omu ko pre-match. Inti asikyerɛ ne sɛ ese ukoduru anopa no na watuma ko pre-match. Uwie a se ne yie mo ese ukoda. Na rest.
Yeah.
Ne dru 1 o'clock there about na waba. Sakra na ukope baby ada hotel bi a wanya ne cheap around the stadium area ono. Maybe some 400 500. Inti 1,001 no ubewie ne na akase. Enti practically si ye sika bia ese ye hwe na referees na katua no ye pegem. Enti sa club officials be koso for players TNT and no accommodation hoka.
You menu zuzu so.
Ye no zuzu oh na general o ko bi ho. Na ono na afa o case ka o de bae. Who we are de o de beko. No sa pe ba bia ma wada.
Yeah.
Uko gina park no so a.
So enipa.
So a big club officials in the crowd here or better pempana mount.
Oh, say, and you
why she ya? Oh, request ya. Meaning,
as a man, okay.
No referees.
Referees over free ever handle matches or Ghana African referees.
Back black. Open by what's up at Tabiaman. A neighbor.
Sure. Only the air came over trying, yeah, oh.
The best answer my candy. Oh yeah, Kobe privacy. And it's a man.
What does it move here?
That be a more bearding, but I say, Obi generalizing say journalism say na moya.
Oh, but Obi be Obi.
That's it. And and Obi
be Obi.
Ebi na ntina mam ye own.
Bakala.
But then comes the issue now. Oh yeah, mama can some just Bema.
Thursday or a catfish. Second day also tilapia.
Also tilapia refi.
You did the other two also I feel ye tilapia yachi.
Can you imagine?
And son and specs. Slave. See.
But could be crowd open
yes.
Different
home teams in the way you know my referees no. You come.
Joe, mama come.
Oh,
that be upset.
It's the person we can say the first thing is to pay the referees.
Yes, well, yeah.
We are no free war. Communication gadget keke. Say the referee indigenous center, but could you touchline? Our then the bakers and the nay or minibi.
Yeah.
Emrebum kofa bi by a saying and no. So be you should be an or no day issue. Communication gadget.
Yeah.
Between the referee center and the lines and the fourth no. A pini ho. Until then ye via home come watch. We are not the free one, my general. You need constant power supply to be able to use the VRL well.
Yeah.
Constant power supply. Na ye stadium ni ye dum so yemo ye ni nam. Game ni ko so akoye ya be obi dum light.
Relegation.
Stadium honum na.
And that obi dey ba say VR room or enkomo didi. Wow, look at this.
General. Call be call. Oh say General. Yankasa nya de power. But yenye ready. One thing is security.
Yeah.
Security.
Yeah.
Look at our stadiums, you know. Sa aye pay side no a wodi monitor ne kura kwa kwesi no. Bambo ne te sen.
Yeah.
Nkrofo ne krom no se ne steward ne amanfo gina ayinim stance no unya time kura no unya quarantines no aba ho no.
Okay.
Obi betam ade ne de akọ. Enti general no kwasem ne say via nkomo no enkaye but we are not ready.
We are not ready.
One, the cost, lack of constant power supply, improper what do you call it? A lack of basic equipment for officiating officials.
Yeah.
And the bad remuneration of referees. Yenye when we nyina ya yenja via on komodi because yenye ready crowd.
All right.
Joe mama cover.
You're in term na fi.
Yeah. I'm say Franco meneno ya adwene on ma bebre ba va na de no. So hwe enoma etie na eye FIFA and a prepare man member associations. It's a question prade no di kan ko pribia. E be do e sa ko fa ba e be you afrim. Mene omo ya adwene so mo ko pribi for that chance. Because ya ko to se Ghana ko pribia.
Who's catching there but me sure omo women's league na va.
Yes, because of say no omo wona be brebe. But here dey say now no FIFA e dey man member associations.
Yeah.
And it is a who jai to tra say on konko bia ebedu ba bi ne ye chicha ho be kire e je se omo kope beto na omo yi ho asem to say ti say the Franco kano ya pe ampa ya ko prebi omo ba be kire ye ato ba se de be adwuma sesi de ye nka ho de mom ya nko prebi ameto a ebedu ba bi no obekọ no obebre ade se Ghana card ba ya ye de chicha obi ankoji bi e na duru de den e ti se uduru ho no makoko pe bi
Kala pen kra ne ye chicha. Me know ya adwin say so koji.
But who has some the young rose say, and the meaning because I have no case
security.
Say, I have no case. Last year, 10 weeks in Triaka. Last year, I cut 24 weeks.
Last season,
10 weeks in Triaka. Premier.
Okay.
And my matches in Triaka. And member division one be akem. Say, see, I started about 8 matches. You call 8 weeks. Referees na preference games no ebua efino since 2014 if I tell you say a car omo de raga anything that do baby omo twetwe omo raga in China it's not easy.
Do you think Sergio, do you think these referees deserve increment in their allowances? In all these difficulties they lobby to be given matches. Ibrahim Rashad, anyway, free Aswasi and Abba. In all these problems are more facing, difficulties here more facing now. More pre edge matches.
Joe,
yeah,
you share commentary man for running mamuya. Obi on my woman capre, but any fact. So, opportunity in grass or running commentary man, Kessben. No, yet, no, Obenya. Yes, Obenya, Onya Crown, Obenya Ding. That's it, because we on my, I know one referee. As a bondi organa will be him. On my can and kono. Naka pada be a man a match, over two cababidi, or we are part of the fun. Okay. Be also, there be, Otiase, and what up for Pano. And it is Sadio Mana Esino, a woman. What the passion of it? Why, yeah, I can't hold. No, let me say, no, my main cancer. Yeah, main cancer said, Nuntia. One kind of chrome. Oh, there be another day. I don't see a main cancer. Do free. No, dear Joe,
it be a few referees and all the passion maker. But we are speaking general.
Oh, dear Joe,
Betmania Bakum, you know, they're working with my. But we are speaking in general.
But the Joe, I can say. Upon the question any pan the ban upon the question people lobbied.
Assembly one obi the card that you obitua. The second thing is that muti and tini accommodation class no problem.
No
class muti and no ma accommodation
first
in now sick and buy
that first and say first no be any say open say me come out na say me kwa Accra say you house Olympics so obekokra na nipa gina station twa say hotel we na abakoda etira wo come out na say nyoma na how wala wanse buy na how and na first
no club
no because one say kotoko Africa wa hanoma when the far referees they omananti is it not the clubs na hwɛ saa nti no FIFA ne CAF no mahwɛ saa no man nyina say wo security wo referee your security be also on the home team and no say me security and the other thing na when the men fan kan wo ma no unsuo no baby abeda men fan kan wo but here part of the world no aye dear my say better
one referee Kala is talking about exceptional cases. Majority of them collect huge sums of money from either the home or away teams. That's why they lobby for matches. They don't need any increment, period. Come ma as it way free Sunyai and
Joe do be a but they make say we are talking about yes because who be on to minka.
All right.
Because obi obeka sem bia na say fan say onim di kudent e man kasa. Yeah, but the can say e wo sa but say sie na wo hodum no the FA na ama referees na say e zero contact. Me ba Joe Laka match. Joe Laka mum na so obo me ho ban. Wo si Joe Laka ma me nsu ama me no. Mama duane ama minti enche bra bia me hu na mama enche no na asem kokosi a osijo la ka bebo me hu ban
when I possible
na possible enu ti no esem di bibi to say referee dey come match one the first thing is they said your mo anka sampani for no go efe nyina no jo dey match commissioners o omo come matches audio ma emra bi ye nu achi ameka the first time odu airport dey indigenous airport we no sa pepe de tie anything ka beduru no obi a baby amekwa koda enyam na metuaka baby a medidi nyam na metuaka it is a referee ne bedi ekoye no bi a ensem fata
okay
obetra no atimi aka o tua we na mani pa no na sa kwa kofa no ma no we ka
me ka ba na fi mama and the kem kwan na ono so ave clubs no any FA na man for kase clubs na here o man into players ni kani ade nyina no free FA no na binum so de show mo enye yen komra mre ho a ye be hwesa issues no so na ya discuss ene akoda ketwa Christiana Adu Jamfi ene na Christy enya 2 years Christiana Adu Jamfi ene na akoda enya 2 years wow yen we say Christy happy birthday na me makoda onyini na omeye penimpa ne maame Emmanuela Opoku Apia ana busuani nyina zo mo hia kwadai happy birthday nyini be kese wate wetin grab be first lady kra na president ewo memo happy birthday Christine. All right, Newton Latte Marie Jata Marimra Hoy na me head wa no e dey ebre it's rather 53 years not 52 years that Robert Mensah died affair so that we free Mampong and so Abra in the Coffee Toronto 52 and 53. All right, new
chief my son was studio has say Sergio Ghana Premier League games and be back so na ye match the na ya nsa especially no mediama and has for the boy new takwa at the new TNA stadium has for pick all the 3 points and they also kept some good clean sheet and clean sheet and the confidence of great team no as a whole. A goalkeeping department, and that game of course so and Accra Lions and the Samatta so split points. Emma Obiafa Baku no mode Baku Akano Emma GFA. Yankopon yard much na Brekum Chelsea Air Travel FAC and as what Trefio Golden City Park at Basaka Holy Stars last time or Trefio near Kumasa Sante Kotoko so at the bunny in that crunch game. Nyambo watching Krona Kumasa Antokodone Accra Lions Edibe Boni and also Heart of Life Vision Adriana in Swatramani Bechem the Go Stars Yevedion Komo Karela the Nations and of course Lagos Cities on Monday Ebe hosti Young Apostle. So game no question on not just say idea say a benya reflection hugely on the league table. So the Go Stars at the top of the table. Kumasa Sante Kotoko Mediama and a Samatex and it completed the top 4 no. Na ayeshe in fact from 14th and I said from 14 points to 18 points 4 points and it separated the top 4 teams every one 14 15 and then 18 league top aye hot pa. Yeah na me we say ye benya ni say ya de akwakosi league na we at the bottom half Oshaha Adriana surprisingly and letter babonte 24 D club in terms of the fan base Kasach Adriana coaches say performance omumiemu kakra Lagos Cities emfa ho say Kumasa Sante Kotoko that so edase and dreams nyam watch na oko dance park say there on the so league tape no so Now, you share how a game record our dance park and media ma host to Crash Folk appear could be Fatal Suleiman and Nuruddin or back to the fold. Emmanuel Kujo, of course, Kamal Din Mahmudu, Omune Bo, Chiromo, middle frame in a fourth frame and a coffee Bible Prosper Usu, Manuel Mante. Nature said, God no Japasu ever caught bench, you know. Now, in a final third, boys in a Bible room, you say Godfred Alban, when you're injured, my credit surgery. Now, Bernardino Tete was size, so in a final third, boys in Dia, we see Taylor and a Kingsley Briar. For House of Folk, the Travelers, Benjamin Asari, of course, this lineup know a lot of consistencies. We share almost like the entire squad, no. Apart from Salima Damayehuno Hai and Akwabra Boateng, these are the few changes. A bad game room, of course. Ransford Mensah Swaba, Benjamin Asari, the goalpost, Amankwa Emmanuel Samuel Mofa Kevin Osasibe, Ransford Mensah complete in a 4-1 3-2 Collinson. And a bit protected back for no. Mohamed Hussein, Salima Damba back to the fold. Mohamed Sani, Kwabena Boateng, Hamza Isa in the final third. Scoreline on that. Say Joe Moa discuss it. Now you share game Nunkakra. Mediama is an attacking team. Now omo hold too much say. Obian to me heti omo every time bia no maka ye pass ball na no. O hwehwe Mediama players now you can count about 4-5 players in the opposition half. Mediama okoda. They always feel say they need to have some extra offensive strength. And that has always been a different thing. Say, oh boy, your team is almost born on the counter. So you put more men in the final third. Now my defense now a bit very much shallow because say oh players were in the final third right after kickoff. Now Ulu Sibo no Asana will shape we've spoken of this because game way Money Nations the boy say Joe Yababeshin. But enra the characteristics of that game body Nations will be against us folk. Every time we say there are more bodies behind the ball, they create a lot of chances in the final third, even though and you more share. But we keep saying say a quaya na mediama faso at the ball not to net no. Yeah, now is so beautiful. But how about without the ball? Send a team no a shape no every say. Without the ball means every time mediama has always been found wanting in the final third part of their defensive shape. So we say question number 1 say a Kofi member highlighted the actual way. They are always in the final third, putting and creating a lot of pressure on the other teams. Now, Omuan Kasade, say Joe, Omura, if you say Omukrom Honomono, Omwe defend. It has been Mediama. The chase games, forget about the structure. Recovery structure, Ben and Mediama, the Major and their few opponent. It's always been a similar case. So I'll share Omu games on Mabona. They chase the game. Where is the structure to recover, especially in turnovers? So, about two and two power, sometimes in the they make things very difficult for goalkeeper Pierre Kubi. Whoever but them biano, and I'm saying Pierre Kubi because Nancy on another them. Yes, on one kasa issues as so deal with, but share map and draw TV no. This is Nations against Mediama. Now, all share say now they are quite to House of Folk because I want to make sure the wako. Say no media defend you. Team of person or league, no. It's a 1-on-1. And but say the probability of you saving the situation is so low. So attack can be quicker or better. And no make us a chance now what the man will be a one show no. What the money for fra on the show. So against Nations it was 0-0. Yes, so yeah but these chances were offered to teams on one punish show. Now 1-on-1 be two. Obeya kunye teams on the on punish show. Or sometimes we make a recovery, but a dangerous and highly risk recovery and away on the edge of a box. And I've always been asking the zone 14 in the protector, playing the bomb medium 6. Prosper, is that your job? Manuel Mante, is that your job? Every time no zone had it. Yeah, not the how Obia who are the chance said the protector, the anchor that has to hold down the defense, and doesn't exist. And only Kwanya Mediama first see the chances, thereby conceding a lot of goals through this idea. So sometimes yes, goalkeepers no more issues, but the sequence with which no more conceding chances now. Keepers no say baby, I mean watch this chance. Omo top on the had not be the goalkeeper. That way at the net are they defending? Now omo defending. Where is the organization? Everybody is focused on baby about the war. And usually this has been the medium team of the defender. But this is the reality. We are attacking team one. Have a balance with that of defense. Have some level of stability. na ba bi akoma na ehia me pa na aduru so no ɛno na opponent for the bratness ye hu say me dia ma bebo pepa meaning say ometwe ba ni mu more both free lines and two lines and last line nyina no attack midfield defense obi abetwe ba so what twe ba they let's attack their last line e wa bra so fan to form so either say oba win the first ball no or oba find means be dealing with the second ball first ball no you can use my head the other players oba costro ba bi amon be fractor important but am a refi last line of defense in the watch there to say what win the first ball so win the second ball no a crime way so has folk e papa show from a long kick the ball be floated into the half of medium the first ball will partially be dealt with but the second ball no it is a one shame the kind of akubi chira say it was 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper no so two defenders penny abeto mo Baba Busa question say na medium for na aka no omo hefa omo nyina kope go ahye so they neglect the structure of their defense now my pressure ba one no routine is occupied it's 1-on-1 with Emmanuel Kujo say a BT defender where the goalkeeper has to save the situation this is the sequences of which medium faso e consider goals no and one thing I mention on so they say your league na here born every time are full of counter attacking teams and until they say oh call this one I am very careful say me ma chiro hono no dey na betumi asi hono so this was how I made them a consider a lot of chances this season any team opponents be so Osha Samatas dey insu I come boy na for the fool Osha Samatas dey insu sha no so say at the end of the day the same thing no any be see one thing is that Osha kwa house of folk eden nsa and I saw big chance no a comedy am half one man it was a day full of surprises and obi message or send by and say na or your surprise no don't be this was the same sequence a man smart security charge omo the omo ntimi am punish omo and at the end of the day no a similar thing has for the I feel say Joe member wo ha bo atwa ho kakra na me niam na ha me wo ha kakra na technicians na hwa ma me quickly na wasa aba me so how me person me chere ma ade ni sisi no ya distract me kakra but
oh okay mami nso mo ha quickly na yembo boso kakra na fe ekwan bema yasan aba o ebiom league matches no kra no yen said that enhwem enti Andy in some no kakra be 2-3 minutes na league games no
2 minutes
sai so 2 minutes okay
first of all me can't say the FA should make Kotoko better they should make Hasselhoff better
okay
Obie nim and say this question what busan over and over has he raised concerns about making the league better eya na obusa say nti ha se kofem Kotoko kofem Hasselhoff Africa omuntime nko Kotoko Africa no mko omode bonu nso ani no ye bitimi ablemu the FA na da bi you know say ha se timi fa 3 coaches a year omutimi fa 4 coaches a year omutimi so omuni goalkeeper na mode boss so ani no still am be keep their goalkeepers omutimi to 4 goalkeepers in one season omubo league na da bia omhye revenge no how do you blame the FA for that but on the whole ye woniema FA no betimi aye to make the league better enti e hona na obi say betmen and Hariza come na o ma 2 teams na o 2 teams ni wosoro no because of sponsorship and as sika na be league nim nana you know let's not restrict the discussion to Kotoko and Hasselhoff alone. The FA promised to make the league better. And you know, say, oh yeah, penny now the league are not. Now see your players car. It should be a concern to you. It is the reason why you cut TV rights. Premier League, any La Liga, mona you can't your players a kese and say, Joe, a hokrano. On board TV right, a cushion teams no. It is paying 1.5 billion euros. And this car a TV writer omo de ma class no enti o Real Madrid ntimi nka so almost kan to omo nyi bi elsewhere you de buy ye de ha sedo ye ha no ebi kura ni hompo e na class nketu omo ntua players akese no omo atimi anya sika ni bi mpo de atua players de ka ebi mpo ni ho e na class no omo atimi de finance eye omo kwantuo a omo de border Ghana Premier League no sponsorship no you need headline sponsorship. Sergio, again, you need TV rights, sika omutia for the clubs, no, for them to prosper. And from that angle, that is where you can blame the FA. Say, players no omo bobon, ebi mo ayi nti omo ka, ebi market yesa. Samuel to dia na oba ayo ka say Division 1, say no also omutia Premier League say no also mutu and dinwa onyo no ni bottom scan or ditua but all structure very well said the buyer players who ben high omo na clubs netua and let's not forget omaka said the subsidiaries omo dey ma teams no e wo feka foto no se teams no wan tia o players ka no eduru ho a omo mfa ma eye u team no but they will rather use to pay the players e ho ne ba bia me ho President Ketio so kre kuba be pega eye FA president Genoa. There were promises. Or the car so Obama league na better. How do you make the league better? And then we are talking about VR. Sergio, your ball league na say 18 weeks in 3 air referees car. How do you make the league better? Over there no league na better. Untimi. And those are the areas I tackle say. Sikani league in him. Genoa, what happened to igniting passion and creating work for all? Creating work for all near the idea. Anyway, Sikane way, what now creating for the club to share. Where is the money? Where is the autonomous league? A honey area ye can wasem. Say areas a Bema league na ye better. You know, players ye bosses in area. Yen kofa 5,000 and 2,000 more players. No, ye be best referee, ye be best coach. You can't see the coaches back. All those are the things that you do to make the league better. But and not just Kotoko and Heart of Folk alone. Into a league, you need sponsorship, TV writing, Koye, Sikanim, and the smaller clubs are suffering. Kotoko said, "Oh, a woman here sponsorship to make the team better." But even today, now sponsorship no one cried. You know, Kotoko ni problem be. Heart of Folk, Shesika almost saying over the years, it implied they are not recruiting the right personnel for positions. And Tianka say, "FM first camera, na Kotoko na atimfanyo omutim yi." But generally, and near more promise to make the league better, no, and the signs are clear. Your league now, you're born general, untiming can see league near better season after season. The test I pass in your league and you those are the areas that the FA needs to work and improve that department. And then has
okay, Mako need to let the marriage at our marriage. Now at was one man be our league matches no and so emu. If the Ghana Football Association takes a cameraman to the World Cup in Qatar for 3 weeks and pays the person $50,000 and pays referees 1,000 Ghana cedis per match, do you think referees are fools? When you people came, they saw you with the stomach you came with. So they also advise themselves. This is what we are seeing. Okay. Why anyway, J. Abe Pobi and anyway, and so a brain. All right. J. Abe Pobi. Now, is it true? Is it true? Some of these figures. Some of these figures. Come on. Monya careful. Some of these figures. Into you find out first. So you find out first. We say find out first. Some of these figures, I do be serious. And then Hajia Habiba and so birthday. Hajia Habiba. Oh yeah, next Tamale. And then Hajia and so birthday. Oh yeah, so dear to the heart of Anefi Sunyai Ninyaba and so I don't know. Okay. Inti young wish Hajia. Happy birthday. Nakopo nshira Hajia no nya nekese. Na umfri adumu enko adumu. Hajia Abiba, happy birthday. All right. Newton Latte, minim se no more to 2 years. Somewhere na to asomaye.
Has folk o share how and we consider now similar thing about TV no so now we share no. Now yeah quickly every time be an organization has to prevail or defense or without the ball. So you give out chances to be able to be answered from Frederick or Benjamin Asaro straight one kick. If you said them this summer and the last line has always been attacked. So we keep asking questions. He said, defense and I are ready, and I said, and you're ready, say, over dealing with situation. Mr. Kwachamon Boamekakra, who said, camera angles and very, very small. And Bassa, and I just say, Mama, I share for the closer shot. Now, this was the first ball, and I may highlight it. Someone test the children. You deal with the first ball, but you forgot, say, this is medium defense. Now, apart from so we call first ball, no, two defenders see there, I can boldly say they are off entirely. Or one more situation. They've forgotten, say, situation as the same thing na other teams no they are more but it happens in a way what do we deal with this was the first ball dealing with the first ball no equally as also 5 minutes be able deal with the second ball so one team deal with it there that's say yo one consider na person consider and this has been the case at Tomediema Suleiman a cut off Emmanuel Kojo a cut off it happens in a way I was a one-on-one situation a two of my reality as keep on that situation not just say no this has been Mediema season and no we consider similar goals editor has spoke unfortunately and then no technical issues now me encounter how but just a message actually message na omoto bo asehwema maybe I don't know say Joe me ho kire mo hapa but technicians ni guso omo ya adwuma no but just a message
okay too bad me ho de krontia ba say chief nankasa e wa ha na obrese all right and ya me de aka no enso ebe mamo na fi matwetwe nkomo kakra bi na ya bewie league matches no eso Allen Nimo Abuachi ene Allen Nimo Buachi nya 4 years Allen Nimo Buachi ene wanya 4 years sanso ena Mavis Opoku Buachi enso ene your birthday we Efri Kingsley Buachi Adam Tamale Mavis Kingsley wife and then when you had the age in the chance kakra Mavis Opoku Buachi Kingsley Buachi Adam Tamaleni wife and Afe Allen Nimo Buachi and so yeba on so 4 years omunyina birthday and technical issues in Tiganyasa come a pictures no and so TV so moment you come a crab in ba na fe ya behwe league matches na aka na the few minutes na aka no ahwe league matches no Albert Sianwajiman kasamafo edime gentleman dental clinic abedakwaba dey na debre no
Sergio Michao na no pay gentleman dental clinic ye chia obi bia otie ene wona ohwe yen e wo Kessben TV so ne other social media platforms so nyina live na de ye kan say ye wo Kumase Abrepo Junction Bantama Total filling station na chi hwa enti say eye ese problema bomodia na hwehwe Gentleman dental clinic kira kwan o hwe me wo Accra o hwe me wo Koforidia Takrade ebabi bia wo hwe me bia wo Ghana ha de me kan say ya branches no ya to apete okọ Accra ya Onungwa lorry station hwa okọ Domekwa Benya Atomic Down roundabout no so Gentleman dental clinic ya ho okọ Koforidia ya ne Central Police Station no na ebo ho Takrade ya Obanchiase Tadisco Down former GN Bank wa okọ obekwa akoto ye ewo ho Techiman ya magazine ho udu Abrepo Junction Bantama Kumase ne importamu de bra Bantama Abrepo Junction meka say ebi a wo se no etutu saa ama ade ache bra ne be hwehwe kira kwan na yemfa procedure mu enye saa se onya toothache for a long period of time na say one attend to because ehia emergency treatment because ebu okra it comes along with fever bon say as a utinu crash started pile hono aye hyehyehye why feverish uhu sa symptoms here e kire say ohia immediate attention ebi a sa problem ya maboso yi wafa sa bi mu ama ade ache oda so ete ho ebi a eye o say immediate remedy be to say salt and water solution no eno nko na betumi abo there be sometimes also ba ye diagnose na ye emergency procedure e de ma o bra Gentleman dental clinic ne for procedure mu kama san say esen no say yam pay proper attention to yen oral health na e de complications bebre e na e de braye obi okra bon say na ne line na e wo ne num no ne mouth ne mu no obo say na infections aba e ba ne sa so bon say ontumi ndidi affect no e wo ekwan bebre so ne diet nyina e form ne appetite hwehwe Gentleman dental clinic jumadi ahodo bebre and our Gentleman dental clinic ye examination and consultation service or bra na be hwehwe eniema mu obi ho no monko dental clinic da bra na ye examine wo ye ho problem ekoso ewo wonum ho ebi okra na ensunsuaso no enam say ese no ye the hardest human body part nti no ebi okra infection no attack wo sena inye immediately na obenya problem no but obi no na akaka kra bi na problem no na afi start because ese unsunsuaso de obi a wafa mu da bia ebedi ahodanse ya yie it me affect you Emma one kasa uye moody untumi nko nipem o confidence nyina ekofom because say one nyene sa because also we routine checkup or say utumi call o dentist or call routine checkup every time biano e say utumi you want to me kran every 6 months biano e so utumi bora o dental clinic bra judgment dental clinic na ye examine o ye cosmetic dentistry your friend teeth whitening no oba teeth whitening ese no aye brown ese no aye koko ese no aye basa said ye ese no problem esiti bia oba judgment dental clinic ye be ye no fita amna it said ye ondi di soda no ye crowning ese with gold and silver ese no wo ho oba ye be hwe e di amount meka se wo se no said ye esiti no aye no ho mfiamfia bi obeka se excuse me fish ese no aye mfiamfia bi na tuatua ho brana yen show dentures no na yen fan en cover so na enye te se ese no properly arrange said ye onyankopon abono pepepe na ma wo confident no etumi aba ese no etu na pese ye hye wo ba judgment dental clinic ye wo PFM bridge ye va plus acrylic fixed bridge ni nyina wo ba ye be hye e de ama ye wo dentures no so e wo ho ni nyina wo ba ye be ye ne kama e de ama wo betumi ayi wade ukodu fie ukọ adwuma ukọ eyie na wa hye wade e na de hye mo permanent one ene de untumi enyi e hye ho 25-30 years na e hye ho dental implant ye fixe mawa ye screw e de bo job on mu ni nyina wo ba judgment dental clinic ye be hwe ne de ama wo bibia e fa esen hu bia no bomode na frame wo 055 913 9582 055 913 9582 me sorry a frame na yen twetwe nkomo problem bia efa asehu bia no ode ba ye behwe e de ama wo kama na ose no so afa ne ntoma pa e de afra ye payment plan e wo judgment dental clinic ye branch bia e wo Ghana ha bia no because ye gidi say ensuo to but e form e den e bia make say wo problem no but eni daso no eni ho papa enye hwe e mane haw bomodia na wo de bra ya so e ho branches amedia tutudwai ana woni ye ontotontoto a numbers a display was screen so no bomodia na frame na yentwetwe nkomo oba ye be ma wo ye down payment no na enkakra watua usika no awie say political season mu na ye wo yi e bia wo ye politician now afi wo co field wo engage wo members wo constituency ni ade wo esen problem sometimes ebu hono ma say esen no problems wo mu a aya yen cordiality with people no it me affecting so bad wo halitosis e wo wonum enumka ebia make say ama enunti wo use toothpaste ahodo bebre time bia wo change no menua wey eye problem ana say dental problem ya no no gise ye hwehwe ne faribai ansan ye hu procedure kro e de ama embarrassment halitosis betumi e de ama no unwa untumi so ano enti bra judgment dental clinic na yen hwe kama from 055 913 9582 ebreninti samambo problem no so a ese no abu apai ahye ese no awewe ese no apro wo de woni mofra ni nyina ene Saturday ye bie ya pono to ye adwuma from Monday to Saturday ene obetumi de mofra na ba wanso obetumi aba ni ya hwe kama bomodia na frame me sorry a na ye nto aso yeda mo ase
yenso ye beda se pa Albert Sian Agima numbers no mumfre na onemo endi enkomo Dr. Vonemo bedi nkomo esin hoyi yemfa endi agro kra yabeto aso de amamo Kessben television Kessben 3.3 Kessben 2.9 Accra matches ho me kire GPL matches ho weekendi yebehwem kakra na afei donc pepepe na breaking news abajafo enso aba na omo aba be transi na match me nima de Newton Latin Marita se sila no onye ready dia ene yento aso ewa ha Kumasi Asante Kotoko ne Heart of Lions na me ebo china no miensa ewo eye Lenkley Stadium sanso ena Brekum Chelsea ebetwen Techiman Holy Stars Baseke Holy Stars enso no miensa pepepe ewo Brekum Bibiani Gold Stars omo any Dreams FC ebetai so ewo Bibiani matches nyina no enyame yaduma ochina sanso ena Karela omo ebetwen Nations FC ewo enyinase nyame yaduma ochina na fe Insuatreman enso ni Bechem United enso di atai so di dende ewo Insuatre Vision FC Vision FC ɛne Aduana Stars ɛna ɔmo ebeshia ne nyinaa no matches yi nyame yɛ adom a ɔkyena ade quickly mamra hɔ na menhwɛ matches yi kakra investors no he na ɔmo mfanfa
Jiranka ko no 1-1 mam se na
oh kame nhwem 1-1 ɛma wɔ na fi okay metimi ayɛ saa de ama wo medi nkan ɛwɔ Kumasi Asante Kotoko ɛne Heart of Lions match abibaso ɔboase kyena.
You know the pressure after the defeat Legon, I'm a pressure about Kotoko so. Obi who last year performance at Heart of Lions better at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. And ye cafe de Kasare and ye ka prosper netogum. Ye can the results are Emma any the performance of players as to say Ostopo Abet Amo Akotako attacking in a working. So there's so much pressure. And Coach Bash is an experienced manager. The team is so na attack no experienced guys of Ben Junior, Abednego Tete, and then Michel Sapon formerly of Fast Folk. Inti players are more experienced normally the liner or do more babebo atie Kumasi Asante Kotoko. A very tough game. But Sergio Kotoko Achilese or Boase there in difficult time they find a way to secure your point. The Kotoko started that game as favorite.
Oh, okay. Nti ida se omobe win ya na omobe draw.
Yes.
Okay.
You know go lose. Prosperity on na.
Okay, Brekum Chelsea ne Holy Stars.
Brekum will beat them.
Okay.
Brekum will beat them.
Gold Stars BBNE and so between Dreams FC.
Well, you know Dreams performance.
I can see those Gold Stars.
Yes.
Yes.
Omo who say Kotoko Atiasa omo ntimi anka che omo against Dreams FC. A win for BBNE Gold Stars.
Coach Rimpo Manso.
Yes.
Coach Bianca, de Bia, no,
you know why?
Early days yet 9 games.
Oh, you know why?
You got 34 games.
Why? You know because players are mono. Sheimano Kobe, She Bright Boache.
Yeah.
And then you talk about William Denchi. William Denchi has to fork in face and oko. Baby any good stars. Yeah, Kessben support from Bofakwa. Na me catch Newton services. I think Nicole is only giving my kaka crab you.
Yeah.
Omano no mu bowling, you know, maybe Isaiah Kubu, and then you talk about Sadiq Alasa. I know one nations. Very few guys no bowling no that's home. Now I'm Gideon Anaba, Frank Amankwa. You know, these are Eric Bosomche, Roland Frempong, and then you talk about Atakumi, and then Charjan Fikamara. Almost first 11 on Amabono. How many known players in the room? Experienced guys, so we go Roland Mondi Omunimbo. Roland Mondi a cat for big clubs. Inti why are there? And let's not forget, Sergio, on to team now all last year, no, where they be quiet and now did new guys about the frame and look at how they are playing. They are playing so well.
Yeah.
It's a coach performance on why are there? And Genoa, he win against Dreams FC.
Ma indeed, udi match no Emma begin Gold Stars.
Yes, Gold Stars will win.
Dreams any Legon Cities na pre form ho.
Yes.
Na Legon Cities na so teams ni na with 2 points. Na Kotoko de omo koma omo. In about 5, ma Dreams about 4 points. O meji 4 points, about 3 points in every omo.
Baby any Gold Stars.
Yes. Shock behind me ma. Dreams Sonia Brazil Legon Cities.
And they all baby who I am for any bring Franco. If Gold Stars want to win the league, you know this is the right time to extend the lead.
Okay.
Yes. Because Kotoko Ben wa pressure.
Kerala between nations when you say.
Kerala nations in Ninase.
Yeah.
Narugu anase Ninase.
Kerala, sorry, Tamale.
Yes,
Tamale.
Nations performing very well in a way. Against Dreams, against Aduana Stars, made them lose narrowly, and they played very, very well. Nation beat me and draw against Kerala.
Okay. Is your German Became United?
Difficult game for Became United. Became so picky pieces no fleet, but in Swatema is a Lions then. A win for Swatema, you know.
Okay, they try to honor your Vision FC the Aduana Stars. Aduana.
And then your coach, your champion, a birthday.
Oh, and then.
Wow. Coach. Happy birthday.
So happy birthday.
Now on your Kessben.
Yeah.
There's so much pressure on you.
Yeah.
Because supporters to cross step aside. But you know, football is a handy. As a result, in my will be a Bekami. But I think say vision semro aduana so you say aduana games na
yeah 3 points they separate you.
Yes.
We were 10, we were 7.
Yes.
Yeah.
Onye bibi
but
against
vision was 10th position.
Yes.
Na aduana was 16th position. 3 points per so.
Oh we one match
Yeah.
okokra coach ni bibi against Vision FC. Onye bibi against Vision FC. Aduana betimi anya draw. But Vision for no so at some home holiday you know un survival so team na nya.
Okay.
Nti double chance for Vision FC.
All right. Okay, Entina, yeah, Twaso. The legend, I'm watching your sweet program. Keep it up with your enviable crew. All right. I say no shebe bi no na ma na ehuna mane e ofi Benjamin ko jesi ako idi edru mi nda sa no. Excuses odi be pie de bebre kwa. Na ma wo de we to jiwa wo na tran fie bebre. Sila no you should tactics bebre di bitu.
Kala ni di one of excuses pa.
Idi. Yeah. Kala de say ono de minim zo ni hweso fo bia.
Sedi obi ama no.
Oni yes ya to. De kai oni di. Ro yes ya bia do pero e. Idi de o hweso fo at least o kwa better time no
dey. Bia so be find way.
Yeah, kala do de bia o pie do tutu no puru nya na kids ni gru moto. Ro de o do even today di o. Idi. And that's some all right. Now Obi Busa I'm ready name tra. Enka Obi Busa say in the first half performance of Asante Kotoko against Legon Cities ewo enkrai no. See em say coach Ogum Grant bencher. In the players no quality no. Sadness on bobo.
Tinu eno na de bia ya na me kan.
Did be a coach? De be a coach. De be a coach.
Ene match bia
boys no boy no.
Eya kwa do many trim jenen so.
Titisika kesa beto mo.
Yes, Genoa. Enu ti na da bia meka say eto da bia fine ye ka coach die. But say jo bonye bo nyina di mate mo je bo twi nipa for ko bo che na eku se ka so. Abeta mo abo na against Holy Stars. O je ball no e de ball ne course ko bo ball nche ye coach. Any coach. Enti players ne to da bia ye mfa coaches ne nsi nchen. No mo so akwadwudwuma ene ball no mo nyiro ho mo ye ka kire mo because say jo Legon City yempo they were the weakest link in the Ghana Premier League. It is all no kwakop. Obi a show for fine. They will need a game to turn things around to redeem their image. But sa performance no go down the first half no.
First half as more ball.
Sa performance no go down the first half no. Sejo say omo pesa omo chewo kotoko. No mo go places that kind of attitude must change. Because omo ko eni bebrenya de enche omo ko no. Enti sa omo pese team no omo timi bo no omo ko omo anima enye da bia na yebeka se coach da bi enye da bia players they must step up because mo so mo ya adwuma you are paid, you are giving bonuses, mo salaries ana mo bo mo team mo ne de mo de abakotoko na ebi mo de abobo ho 4 ne 5 enti entimi mfa me she coach nko sometimes you expect the players to deliver.
Yes. Until your time bia no mo deliver na mo attention na ko coaches na mo boko no mo shake up no mo ko boko
ye pon match no bia coach players na mo nyina pa no
tomo aba team no mo mo hui supporters na duru bia say mo tintes kokko kakra e de chiro mo no mo kakra na mo ka mo hye all right e besia emre so do me no bo
ya jo
yes me ko
ya me so ko na de aka nyina ne say ya kanyina ya nkase referees no nkona mkodi mo san kodi match tantan
okay
ya pese en show mo say
breaking news
upon this ya no go match kama famre
ya live commentary beba every sentence no enyina ya da mu nyina say breaking news up next ya kramo